Welcome back, welcome back. What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Terry Schmoot in the building. Mike Kirkland, what's good? Kenneth Johnson in the building. What's going on? Rodzilla, yes, said, rise and shine, brethren. Absolutely. Sorry for being late. Mike Cardenas in the building said, Tank is the man. Tank would have gotten Kambosos out of there. Mo Holder in the building. Andrew Gray in the building. What's going on, Mr. Datis? Big Shrek in the building. Rodzilla. Okay, I got Rodzilla Jones in the building. Let me go back. Let me make sure. The new undisputed champion, Devin Haney. Devin the Dream Haney. Yes, sir, he is, man. Team Haney, we run 135 for 9. Dog, you run them belts. You run them sanctioning fees. Dog. Hey, say slipping it. We'll get into it though. Slipping and dipping says, shout out to OG Fenan, my girl, for listening to this boxing early in the morning in the chat. Salute to all who already hit that like button as well. Hold it down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? 00. Jay Coop in the building. Haney ain't a joke, man. He did what he's supposed to do, man. Shut up and laugh, you. What's good, man? Lee said it. Said that was worse wash than Canelo Floyd. I mean, yeah, but God dog, that ain't Canelo in the round. Dog, I think that don't do Floyd a disservice by mentioning George Kambosos and Canelo in the same sentence now. All right? Don't do it, dog. Don't do it, man. Nah. Ghost, I have not seen that. I watched the Devin Haney fight last night and was like waiting for something to happen the whole fight. And then I did the video and I went to sleep, man. So no, I haven't seen that yet, man. I said, Fanon, did you have a 12-0? Dog, seriously? I stopped scoring it because I was like, dude, this was me the entire fight. That was me the entire fight. So I was like, man, it's like, I mean, maybe he got around. Like, maybe. I guess, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was one round, maybe. And I mean, that's like a maybe. Like, one round, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I was like this the whole fight. Like, wow. This is a sparring match. That's what I thought. I was like, dog, this is a sparring match. That's all I could think. I was like, this is a sparring match. He said, oh, Kambosos won 2 rounds tops. Yeah, maybe 2. And I mean, maybe is giving him every benefit of the doubt to give him to 2 rounds. You got to give him every benefit of the doubt to get to 1. Really and truly. You know, it was just such a lopsided fight, man. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Troy Hunt said, that's crazy how people are blaming Haney for a boring fight when Kambosos didn't bother to show up. What do you mean? I ain't blaming him for it. How did I blame him for? Hey, man, stick to what other people are doing. I'm not blaming him for a boring fight. It's just a fight is what it is, man. It is what it is, dude. The guy's not a top-notch fighter. That was very, very obvious, dude, before he got in the ring. It's just, I mean, it's a guy that had the belts. He's a one-hit wonder that beat a one-hit wonder. And he's just not that level of fighter. And as a result, Devin Haney just beat him up easy. It was just a very, very easy fight for him. And he did what he's supposed to do, right? His job is to win the fight, and that's what he did. So he did his job. it's not his fault that that guy's not very good and didn't bring anything to the table. I'm not blaming him for. I certainly wouldn't blame him for it. And on the same breath, it really was. I mean, I don't want to call it boring because honestly, man, I enjoyed. I mean, hey, Fenan, I really see Tank hurting Haney in a match. Haney can't seem to get them out. Much love in that super chat. Hey, man, Mike, he's obviously doing something enough to keep people off of him, though. He's hitting hard enough to keep them dudes honest. You know what I mean? But it's just, dude look like a rank amateur out of here, man. JT86 said, good morning, brother. I'm happy for Haney. I'm glad George showed some good sportsmanship at the end of the match. Oh, yeah, no doubt. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, any of y'all get on me about giving somebody credit, dog, look, I don't know who you're talking to me about me giving him credit. The dude had an excellent fight. He won every round of that fight. He's the undisputed champion. And that's good. I'm going to get a man his credit. But dude, it's just what it is. That guy's not a good fighter. And as a result, that's all he had to do was outbox him and get the decision, which is what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He just hits hard. He said he hits hard enough to keep him honest. That's what he does. He hits hard enough to keep him honest. Fahim said, Fenan, just like Shakur, I wanted Dev to step on the gas. What's up with these young boys not going in for the kill? Look, man, he fights like an old man. I mean, really, he fights like a very well-schooled, very, very mature fighter. And he's obviously raised on the look, man, you got to do what you got to do to win that fight. That's it. Is he the next GOAT, man? Look, man, he got to do something more than that to be considered the greatest of all time. I mean, that's just silly. He won a good fight. That's what he's supposed to do. Is Devin pound for pound? Oh, no, not off that. Dude, that's what he's supposed to do to that level of fighter, man. That's that level of fighter. I don't know if he should be pound for pound or not. We'll see if they do it or not. They didn't put George Kambosos up there. I don't know. I just don't know, man, if you get that for beating George Kambosos. But that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to hit and he's supposed to not get hit. He did his job. That's what he's supposed to do. Would I have him in my pound for pound? I mean, not off of that, I wouldn't. I think he's an excellent, excellent fighter. But I don't know if I would put him pound for pound. I mean, off of the fact that he's undisputed, I would. I just don't think George Kambosos is, I don't think he's real. Dude, he should. I mean, George Kambosos is not real. That's not a tough fight. I don't think George Kambosos is a tough fight for any of those guys, man. Seriously, man, I think he's a one-hit wonder, man. I think he got very fortunate. I think he was very, very fortunate that he got past Teofimo Lopez. And quite honestly, dude, he looked trash. Unless there's something in my eyes that I don't see about George Kambosos and he comes and he starts whooping up everybody. But, dude, it is what it is, man. Mike Cardenas is Haney the A side now? Is he the A side now? Tank is still the top dog? I don't know. I think that, he's an undisputed champion. So I don't know what does that mean? I don't know that's a very tough question. Is he the A side in what aspect? I mean, he's the champion for sure. You can't say he's anything other than the champion. He's the only champion in that weight division. Period. He's the champion. Like I said before, though, if Canelo Alvarez, if there's an undisputed champion at 175 and Canelo moves up from 168 to fight him, who's the A side? If Beterbiev is undefeated and Canelo Alvarez is the 160 is undisputed, and Canelo moves up and fights him, who's the A side? Right? If Errol Spence Jr. moves up and fights Jamel Charlo, who's the A side? Right? If Canelo had moved up and fought Usyk, and when Usyk was undisputed, who's the A side? If you look at it from a point of view of A side being contractual negotiations, it's Gervonta. Obviously, it's Gervonta. Until the numbers match the belts. You know what I mean? until the numbers match the belts. That's when I think that changes. But I can't say, I wouldn't say, obviously, dude, he's got a lot of leverage. You know what I mean? Because I don't think it's some, man, I do whatever you do, you tell me to do type of situation when you're the champ. Mo Holder said, what's up, man? How do you see Loma and Haney? I feel that realistically is the next fight, hopefully. Yeah, that's real. I think you're agreeing. I think you're right, Mo Holder. And honestly, man, I see Devin Haney beating Vasily Lomachenko. There's no reason for me to think that he can't. However, I will tell you that that's the fight right there that I think will announce Devin Haney for sure as one of the top fighters. Because George Kambosos had the belts, but dude, George Kambosos is somebody everybody knew he should watch. George Kambosos. George Kambosos is a mandatory challenger to Teofimo Lopez like I said, he's a one-hit wonder that beat a one-hit wonder. If Devin beats Vasily Lomachenko, then, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Right? Anybody else that gets in that status really does have to be like George Kambosos is like, to me, it's like beating Carl Frampton. It's like, honestly, man, it's like probably a lower, it's like not even Carl Frampton. It's probably like, beating, I don't know, man, Aegis Kalvanakis. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I think the level of fighter he is. He may be an Aegis Kalvanakis level fighter in the welterweight division. So he's a guy you're supposed to beat, right? And now I'm not going to say he needs to knock him out because, whatever. If you beat him 12 rounds and it's an easy fight and do what you want to do, it's just what it is, man. You don't need to stick your neck out there and, and get hurt, man. And have give somebody the one shot that they need in order to win the fight, right? Antonio Giles said, who do you think Devin style, how do you think Devin style will translate to 140? Because he doesn't seem like a good counterpuncher. How do I think? Michael Saucedo, you're a liar. You're a liar. I don't know what to tell you, but you're a liar. If you honestly say that you think because Beterbiev has got 4 belts and Canelo Alvarez has none, that Beterbiev is the A side, that's stupid. Okay, I tried to say that in a polite fashion to get you to see what is obvious, that the answer is no to that. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. didn't have any belts and Landy Lara was an undisputed champion at 154 and Floyd Mayweather Jr. moved up from 147 to 154 and fought him for an undisputed title, that does not make Landy Lara the A side. Floyd Mayweather Jr. would be the A side. Okay? That's just how that works. At the most, you could say because you got all the belt, we'll do 50-50. Because you got all the belts. And that may neutralize it. But no, dude, you don't ignore you can't ignore the cash cow in a negotiation that's at its fundamental nature is about money. Okay? Sorry about that. Doesn't work. No, hey, Tank is the ace. Dude, that's obvious Tank's the A side. Until you sell. Now, if he sells, then he can be the A side. But I don't even think Devin would say that. Don't get silly. Because if you're talking about maybe the best way to say this is, how do you talk about A side? What do you mean by that? If you're using it in a way where you're saying, who is the top lightweight? The top lightweight is Devin Haney because he's got all the belts. And that's just fair because that's how championships work. He activates the rematch, wouldn't you? Man, I don't know if I would, man. Depends on how much money he's going to get for that. Depends on how much money he's going to get for it, is what I say. If he's not going to get a lot of money for it, no need. But that's his only chance to go do it. It's just another payday and another beating. But this time, hopefully, he'll take it up. What did I think of the ref last night? He was all right, man. The dude, seriously, it was such a mismatch, man. And I don't know really what to say. The fight was a mismatch. It was a mismatch. It was the mismatch that it should have been with Teofimo Lopez in that guy. I think George Kambosos is a B-level fighter at best. So it just really didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You're right, but But where's Tio? You're right. You're 100% right. But where's Tio? Man, Tio's off doing whatever Tio's doing. I mean, Tio blew it, man. You know what I mean? Or Tio was a hype job. Whatever, but whatever the case is, they said glad Haney won, but he's not vicious enough for me. Just my opinion. Hey, much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah. Yeah, it said he activates. He probably won't get it though, man. Man, they probably won't get that fight, man. Man, Bob Arum will do something, man. Offer him something. Man, I don't want to see that fight again, man. Like, I don't even want to see it. Like, there's very rarely that I'll say, I don't want to see that fight again, man. I mean, dude, seriously, the only chance that man had in that fight was a robbery. You know what I mean? Like a ridiculous robbery. Say that jab was killing him. Yeah, man, the dude, everything about that dude. Man, he didn't even need a jab. He could have done something. He could have just straight hit him with hooks. Man, shut up, you moron. What? Dog, see, it's stupidity, man. Shut up. Like, God, dog, man. Shut up. Are you serious? What kind of I gotta see if you're just making yourself up. Seriously, hold on, man. Before I even get upset, let me see what you're doing. I'm not gonna get up. I mean, are you silly? This is literally the stupidest comment I've ever heard. And that's saying a lot, because we got a lot of really stupid comments coming around. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Where did this go? Where did this go? What is the name of this idiot? What's your name? Yeah. It's got to be like right here. Hold on. Where you go? Hey, King Cole in the building, man. Much love in that super chat, man. Where did you go? Anyway, I can't. Look, let me tell you something. Go away with your stupidity. All right, Nora Dennis said, Fenan, Devin Haney sold 50,000 tickets his last fight. Tank sold 19,000. How is Danny A-side? First of all, Devin fought in George Kambosos' home country, which is Australia. Devin Haney did not sell those tickets. George Kambosos did. Unless Devin Haney is going to go fight in Australia. And they want to actually, like, I don't even know what to say. That's just stupid. I'm sorry, man. I can't even respect you off that shit. Anyway, Andre RL said, hey, Haney's a good boxer, but to beat a cash cow with a style, it's going to be hard. I know it's boxing, hit and don't get hit, but still boring. Good morning. Good morning to you, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's a really good, it's a great fighter, man. And I'm really happy for the kid. I'm happy for him. Definitely happy for him. You know what I mean? But look, at the same time, man, if you're talking about that A-side stuff, please don't be silly. You know what I'm saying? Just please don't be silly. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just not be, don't engage in silliness. You know what I'm saying? Big Shrek said, you're right, King Fenan. The fight looked like a new episode of celebrity sparring matches. Yeah, it was a sparring match, man. It was just a sparring match. That's all it was. He said, Fenan, the crowd booed him when he won. Hey, look, it's just obvious it's just obvious the fight is in Australia. Like, I mean, how's he the A-side if I sold more tickets than you? Dog, Dimitri Bivol, did Dimitri Bivol just sell a bunch of tickets against Canelo? Like I'm saying, like, anyway, man. Look, he said, I don't find Haney boring. I enjoy watching the fights. Absolute mess. I mean, it was a good fight, man. For now, he sound like the same people who say Mayweather was boring. I mean, it is what it is, man. Look, dude, I don't think he's boring because I like boxing. But that fight right there, I will tell you, that dude looked like trash to me. I mean, no joke. I mean, I'm glad we're at this. But the good news in this is, that he's got all the belts now. So now that he's got all the belts, all those guys who are not named Tank, and all of those guys who is not named Tank, will have, if they ain't got no choice. You got to try to fight him. And he's going to have to fight them. But you know, that's it. And those guys are going to fight him. And that's good because now we get to see, Lomachenko is going to want to fight him. You know what I mean? And that's good. Phil Sloan said, I wasn't a big Haney fan until last night. Really enjoyed his technicals. Yeah, if that's what you like, that's what he gives. Much love in that super chat, no doubt. Yeah. Oh, man, yeah, Robert Brunel now. Yeah, allow me to be happy now. Because I like that. Dude, hey, by the way, America is like dominating boxing. Guess what? Good news. Hey, UK guys, guess who's dominating boxing? The USA, baby. The USA is dominating boxing. Y'all can go back to talking. Now you can say, dang, United States is dominating boxing again, isn't it? How many belts is this? Don't we got, let me see. We got half the belts at 122. Half the belts at 130. All the belts at 135. All the belts at 140. All the belts at 147, all the belts at 154, and half the belts at 160. Man, that's a big span from all the way from 122. How many weight class span is that? 122, 126, 130, 135, 147, 154. Bow. We are dominating a range of 6 weight classes. One country. There's only a few belts at the 126. And by the way, you robbed Gary Russell Jr. for one of those. Robbed Gary for one of those, and they don't fight anybody for the other ones. But you robbed Gary for one of those. But the UK did pick up one. You did pick up one off Ogawa. So you guys are at the whopping, what are you guys at, 3 now? You at 3 or 4 now? 3 or 4 now. Hey, Gary Woods in that super chat said, Fenan, if Haney moves to 140, who you have win between Haney and Gary and Josh Taylor or Teofimo Lopez at 140? Josh Taylor, I don't know. I think I got Josh Taylor. At 140. As far as Teofimo Lopez, I got Devin Haney over Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, trash. You're trash. Okay? You're trash. You're trash. You're trash. How are you going to let that bum beat you? Man, George Kambosos is trash. Like, dog, he's not even worthy of he wasn't even worthy to be in the fight. Like, seriously, man. Brian Castano is worthy to be in the fight. Brian Castano at least did something, tried to do something. Man, George Kambosos didn't even go for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get knocked out, dog. Get knocked out. If you're gonna lose, get knocked out, man. Get knocked out. All right? Do what Brian Castano did and get knocked out. Yeah, man, that man sucks, dog. I mean, George Kambosos. All that trash you talking about. All of that, you scam. You were scamming him, and you sounded like a used car salesman. You was acting like a used car salesman, and you fought like a used car salesman. Dog, that dude didn't deserve. Seriously, man. Man, Teofimo Lopez, I know you out there sick. Out there sick, man. And you should be, bro. You should be out there sick. Terrible, man. Terrible. But yeah, I got Devin Haney over Tia Fraud. Yeah. Hey, J. Dodge says, salute, good fight last night. What do you think of the commentary of Tim Bradley? I thought he was spot on. Man, he dang near, man, dog. I thought that man was going into ecstasy every time Devin Haney moved his foot. Dog, he was selling Devin hard, man. He was out there selling Devin hard. He was definitely spot on, though, in what he said. However, dog, my God, when Devin Haney literally pivoted his foot, dude, he had just pivoted. That's all he did is he pivoted. This man said, oh, my God, the pivot. Did you see that pivot? Oh, man, do you see how he went out that weak side? Oh, why, my God. I was like, dude, I predicted a knockout because, dog, I watched George Kambosos, and I was like, man, George Kambosos is so sorry. This dude can knock this dude out now. I thought Devin was gonna go. I thought Devin was gonna go for the knockout, man. Oh my God, man, he was on dog. He was selling Devin hard, dude. I was like, man, seriously? All he did is pivot. Like, he just pivoted. Oh my God, you see how he went out that weak side and away from his strong hand? Man, God dog, man. Why is ESPN saying Teofimo and what? Teofimo and Kambosos were both undisputed. That's bull. Hey, it don't matter now. It don't matter now. Don't matter now. Not the pivot. Yeah, dog. He pivot, bro. Hey, hold on. EST94 said I missed the super chat. Sorry about that, man. Them blues, it probably got skipped. I got to go through a super chat quicker. Man, thank y'all to everybody that supports in the super chat and the Cash App. Thank you guys so much, man. EST, no, it wasn't. It was me just going ridiculous. EST94 in the building. Thank you for reminding me, man. It's no money in the rematch because Bob can convince DeBella they aren't having a rematch. We can get the Haney-Loma fight. Yeah, we probably will get the Haney-Lomachenko fight. If he don't get set up against Nakatani. That's a setup fight. I'm telling you right there. Nakatani is a setup fight. However, he only got a couple fights with him, so much love in that super chat, bro. Much love in that super chat. Oh, yeah, dog. Yippee kaye. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I saw y'all at the end of, oh, you're not happy. You're not going to be happy if Devin wins. First of all, dog, only thing that's going to make me unhappy is if y'all start acting crazy, like y'all always do. But it is what it is. I'm happy that the dude won for sure because I like Devin as a person. I like that dude. I like him. And it couldn't happen. And a nice guy. He's a fighter and he's young and he's going to do what he does with all his shit talking. But a good dude. I mean, I'm happy for him. George Kambosos didn't even fight back. Hey, man, he probably couldn't fight back because he's getting stuck with everything. But it is what it is. He said, act like a DA is a snake oil salesman, man. That dude is whack. Kambosos, exactly, dude. Just like, man, come on, man. You're trash. Like I don't want to call the man trash, but God dog, man, you're trash. Like, dog, you shaming the Greeks. Like, dog, see, because if y'all would have ever known, like, for real, why I was hoping, why I didn't want to say I liked him, but I treated him fairly. I treated him fairly because and by and large, because I do that with everybody I can, but because he's Greek. And my family is from a Greek lineage. So I was like, I kind of, I just kind of listened to his whole Sparta thing and all that. I was like, okay, Kambosos, I'll cut your break, but at the same, just in talking about, but as far as the fight, he just didn't have a chance going in there, man. He said pivot is the Achilles secret move. Hey, look, dog, a pivot is like Jesus, man. Everybody pivots, man. Like, you can't seriously be that impressed by that man pivoting to his right. Like, come on, you cannot be that. You cannot be that. Pivoting to his, you cannot be that overwhelmed by that. But it is what it is, though. I didn't get to see Steve Fulton Jr. though, so I'm gonna watch that fight later today. Man, you're disrespecting Haney, trashing Kambosos. Haney's just that good. Shut him down. Man, shut up, idiot. Fabricated greatness. That's fabricated nonsense. That man is trash. And I can call somebody trash and not disrespect Devin Haney. The man is trash. I ain't disrespecting Haney by trashing Kambosos. Y'all were trashing Kambosos all week. What are you talking about? Y'all were trashing Kambosos the entire week. Dog, I ain't going to sit here and tell you that Kambosos is some world beater. He ain't. Didn't nobody else think he was? Hey, get out of here. You looking for stuff, man. Get out of here. Man, if you beat somebody up that is a trash fighter, it is just what you did. And that's just what it is. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to do what y'all do. Y'all diss on Kambosos the entire time. Say he really didn't want the fight. He knows he can't win. He's trash. He's playing all these mind games. And then after Devin beats him, then you want to build him up. You want to build him up in defeat. Like you build up like people did to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was trash until Tyson Fury beat him. So when it's time for Tyson to pub up Tyson, then you got to build him up. George Kambosos is not a top level fighter. I said it before the fight. I'm going to say it after the fight. I'm going to say it next year, and I'm going to say it the next year after that. If Tank Davis beats Rolly Romero, I'm going to tell you after the fight, Rolly Romero is trash. That's not me dissing Gervonta Davis. That's telling me the truth. That dude is trash. Rolly Romero is trash. He's trash. What you want me to say? Now, am I being like over the top by calling him trash? Yeah, because obviously he's a professional. He's a good professional fighter. All of that, right? Kambosos is a world-class level fighter. All of that, to that extent. However, dude, if the man is trash, the man is trash. Call it what it is. Dude, you don't win a fight like that easily, and that dude is some top-level guy, dude. It doesn't happen, dog. That dude is trash. I'm not disrespecting him by calling him trash. You all were trashing him before the fight started. All I ever said about it was, look, man, Devin should win this fight. The only way that Devin Haney is going to lose this fight is if it is a highway, if it is not a strong arm highway Ethiopian pirate type of robbery. That is the only way that guy is going to beat that guy. And that's because you look at what that guy fights like and what that guy fights like. And by the way, that's what everybody said going into the fight. Listen to Andre Rozier. Andre Rozier, like, man, he's going to box circles around this guy. Shakur Stevenson says, man, he's going to box circles around this guy. Everybody that talked about the fight is going to be like, man, he's going to wash this guy. The only thing is going to be is whether or not there's going to be whether or not he's going to get robbed because he's in Australia. That's it. So please cut me a break with all of that nonsense. If I can say Tank just knocked out a bum, yeah, you're getting blocked. I'm not taking this. Get out of my face. All right? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to toss y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, I'm going to toss you. Man, you ain't about to sit up here and get on me about something that you know is true. Devin Haney's the man in the sense that he's got those 4 belts. Devin Haney beat the brakes off that dude. 12 rounds to nothing, 11 rounds to 1 tops. He deserves all the credit in the world for being the undisputed champion. That does not make George Kambosos some killer, because he's not, and you know it. So don't lie. Okay? Said if you can't throw no bread in to support the channel, at least you can do is hit that like button. Absolutely, hit that like button. And yep, dominating him, man. Shakur can't beat him either. Fast feet are too slow. His feet are too slow, and he pulls straight back on defense. Valdez caught him hella times in any fight. Now, that's a fight right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's a fight right there. Yeah, Devin's been elite. Yeah, he's an elite level fighter. He's an A+ fighter. Or an solid A fighter for sure. Yeah, he's one of the best fighters in boxing. No doubt about it. He's an excellent fighter, man. Excellent, excellent fighter. And would never say anything different. He's an excellent, excellent fighter. Leonis would be disappointed with that performance. It's funny. It's like, but man, don't try to build up people in defeat, man. Ryan Mill said, Martin, you're the only channel that gave George a fair shake. Yeah. All y'all called that man, you called him trash the entire time. The entire time. In the lead up. He's been trashed this entire time. So if I say after the fight, yeah, dude, he's not that good a fighter, how in the world am I hating? Anyway, it is what it is. What happens to the franchise? Well, I don't know. I think Devin should keep that franchise belt. I think he should keep it. He says, salute, bro, Fenan. Respect the chat. Respect to the chat. One, what's going on, John Tony? Fahim said, man, F Kambosos and no Spartans. Yeah, pretty much. I didn't say I was from Sparta. People ain't from Sparta. Athens. Out some little hill country outside of Athens. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's like, get out of here, man, with all of that, man. Anyway, hey, good morning, Fenan. I called it Devin Haney by murder, just not a KO. Hope he gets out of a rematch fight, Tank, but I got Tank in that fight. It'll be a good fight. Honestly, I don't know who's going to win that fight between him and Tank. Would not know. Hey, man, much love in that chat, in that super chat, real cool. Much love in that super chat. Hold on one second, man, my bad. Let me go back. Hold on. What did it say? Oh, ESPN had Kambosos undisputed like hell's. Hey, forever remain nameless. None of that matters now, man. It does not matter, dude. Devin Haney's the undisputed champion. Doesn't matter. The whole thing about whether or not they had him recognized as an undisputed champion and all that stuff doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter because Devin won the fight. Devin is undisputed. He is the only champion at lightweight. And it doesn't matter what happened afterwards, before that. Because, dude, as soon as the fight was made, dog, the only chance they had was a robbery, man. And he couldn't even fight well enough for there to be a robbery. Like, dude, not all you got to do. It ain't that easy on him. Damn, for now, why these boxing fans always call professional fighters who didn't perform trash? Eric Stozer, look, man, because people use that vernacular. I mean, it is what it is, man. Don't get off the high horse about it. You know what people are saying, man. They're like, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Kambosos didn't deserve those belts, and T.O. is hot trash. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, dog. No, I'm not Greek. I'm related to people that are Greek. No, I wouldn't say that about myself. I'm black, man. In the United States, that's what I am. However, yeah, absolutely. There's a bunch of cats I'm related to that are Greek. Carver Williams said, Kambosos is trash. Didn't matter who he was facing. We all knew he was losing to whoever he faced. He isn't good. No one knows him, and there's only because of the Tio fight and not elite at all. I mean, look, man, we'll see what happens with Teofimo after that, man. But look, man, he went tooth and nail. He went tooth and nail with Mickey Bay, and Mickey Bay coming off a 3-year layoff. He went nip and tuck. He went nip and tuck with what's the guy's name, man? With Lee Selby. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a Lee Selby, and no disrespect to Mickey Bay, but he's a Lee Selby level fighter. Now, I don't know if you think Lee Selby is trash or not, but Lee Selby will get mopped by any of those top guys. He'll get mopped by Devon. He'll get mopped by, man, he wouldn't even get in a ring with Gervonta. He'll get mopped, man. I don't think that dude is going to last. I don't think Lee Selby goes the full round, 12 rounds with Rolly. Maybe he does. But, you know, he's about like that. He's about that level of fighter. I think George Kambosos is technically a better fighter than Rolly Romero is. But he don't even punch. So it's just, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But no, the dude, but he deserves all the credit for doing what he did. It's being a champion, dude. He's a champion. And that means something, man. That's no joke. Hey, Barbara James says, salute Fenan. Congrats to Dev, the dude. That's what's up. James Barber, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. He said, I have 300 reasons I lost every round, Kambosos. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much, man. He got all kind of reasons why he lost every round, man. The art of deception, man, he's just full of it, dude. Man, he's just trash, man. Not trash. I'm sorry. I don't want to call him trash. Hold on, man. Let me make sure I get this. Nathan Hawkins, I got to go back up, man. I'm sorry. I missed it. Oh, there they are. Nathan Hawkins in the building. He said, hey, Fenan, my prediction was a mistake. That 8th round knockout was meant for Arrow knocking out Bud. That's what's up, Nathan Hawkins Jr. Thank you, brother. Much love in that super chat, bro. And Cursed Knowledge in the building said, Haney dominated 12-0. Dev versus Loma, Dev versus Tank, Dev versus Shakur, all good fights. Yeah, all of them are good fights. And that's where we are now. We now have the top guys in the division, and I hope they fight, man. I think more than likely what's going to happen is that Lomachenko fight is going to happen. If Lomachenko gets up out of Ukraine and takes that fight. Otherwise, man, I would hate to see that absolute waste of time fight happen again. Only the Funk said, love your brother Devin. Oh, love our brother Devin Haney for the win. Bittersweet performance. Was really wanting to KO. Did Kambosos even train for Devin? Oh, he trained, but there wasn't nothing he was gonna do, man. There wasn't nothing he was gonna be able to do, man. With that, There wasn't nothing he was going to be able to do with it. And, hey, man, that's why he went for that big money payday. Smart move. Smart. And honestly, man, it was a really smart move. He's like, nah, man, give me a big guy right now. And that made sense because if he got a bunch of money off that, as long as he ain't crazy with his money, hey, man, he made a bigger payday than he would have got. He turned lemons to lemonades for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, that rematch is absolutely pointless, man. Absolutely poison. Absolutely pointless. Deborah Booker said, Fenan said it best this fight would prove if Kambosos was a one-time wonder, and that is exactly what he proved. He proved he is. Salute to Devin Haney for exposing that boy. Yeah, man, exactly. That's what that is. That is exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is. Be honest answering this question. Hey, man, star fandom, get out of my life. I'm not answering any question you ask me to be honest about. You can rewrite that question without that be honest. Okay? In fact, let me see something. Because I have a suspicion. And I'm petty. You know me. I can definitely be petty. I can definitely be petty when I need to be. But I need to make sure I'm clearing clowns out. Hold on. What is this? Hold on. Let me see something. Oh, no. I mean, it's a real channel. At least you've been here for a while. Stanford Mom, 2025. Do I think Devin Haney can beat Gervonta? Yeah, he can. There's a possibility he can. He's very long. He's a very good fighter. He could definitely present problems for Gervonta Davis. Yeah, he could. He could also get knocked senseless. So he could also get outboxed. I don't know what was. I do not know what would happen in that fight. I don't. Because he can get out. I think he could get outboxed by Gervonta. He may get forced to move forward and get caught. I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. But I don't think he'll win a fight like that. At a certain point in time, dude, he's going to have to fight. For real. And it's going to have to hurt somebody. Or lose. I think that eventuality is still out there. And that's the only thing that I don't see from him. I just wish he go get. Personally, as a style type of thing, I think I'm not gonna say he should have knocked out Kambosos because he do what you need to do to win, and that is what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? I just don't know if he's got that gear. And I'm not saying I know he doesn't. I just would love to see this dude start knocking these dudes out, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. Some like Bivol ain't knocking people out and he beat Canelo. You know, so it is what we'll see. Keith Nolan 2211 said, you ever hear the phrase, a good jab will take care of that guy? That's exactly what was last night was. Yeah, a good jab will take care of that guy. No doubt. Much love in that super chat. Keith Nolan in the building. Hey, RKBBs, what's going on? Much love in that super chat, bro. Will Ford said, dude is the toilet. Oh, dude is SHIT. I think that's what you're trying to say with that, right? Hold on, let me back up. One more. Oh, Barbara Davis in that. Man, Barbara Davis, much love with that super sticker. It's much appreciated. Thank you, Barbara Davis. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to back up one more. Okay, I got RKBBs in the building. Ron Nell in the building saying Cruz versus Haney. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yes, sir. Cruz versus Haney. Give me Haney, man. I don't think anybody's going to beat Haney. Only people maybe beat Haney is Lomachenko and Gervonta. I think those are the only guys that have a potential to beat him in that weight class. Lomachenko and Gervonta, and maybe Nakatani. And the reason I'm saying maybe Nakatani is because Devon don't knock people out. And Nakatani may be able to use his length and may cause him some problems. And because he's like 6 feet. So maybe Nakatani. And that's a maybe on Nakatani. And I mean, like, probably not Nakatani, but maybe Nakatani. Blacksmith Ross said, yo, good morning. Big up to the channel indeed. Thank you, Blacksmith Ross. Thank you, brother. Look, I will admit to trash talking on Haney, but he showed nice skills, boxing skills. Congrats, Team Pillows. Much love in that super chat, bro. That man said, congrats, Team Pillows, man. Fenan, did Devin get dropped or was that a slip? It was just a slip. He didn't get dropped. Darren Barnes says, salute to the channel, brother. Kambosos was a real champ after the fight, giving Devin his praise for the win, but he knew he was going to lose. Yeah, I mean, everybody knew he was going to lose. Much love in that super chat, bro. He's way in over his head, man. Like I said, man, he's a one-hit wonder. And I don't want to hear nothing about one-hit wonders or one-hit wonders or one-hit wonders. Hey, my man. Hell, yeah. Say it with me, Fenan. Undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Lord Devin the Dream Haney. Salute, King. I said it. See? Because you said it, not me. I ain't calling that man Lord. Much love in that super chat, brother. What's going on, Quincy Carter? Thank you. Hey, man, much love to everybody in the support and the super chat and the Cash App. And thank y'all for the super chats because it keeps me from reading trolls. Because you know y'all out here trying to start some nonsense with people. You know it, too. So don't act like, man, you hating on Dev. You say that he can't beat Michael Jordan at basketball. You say he ain't got a better crossover than Allen Iverson. Hey, Marcus Nixon said, great win for Dev. Yes, sir. It's going to be hard for him to hold on to them belts against a Tank or Shakur. Just glad he shut George. But exactly, man. Goodbye, George. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here. Much love in that super chat to my man, Marcus Nixon in the building. Thank you, brother. And my man, Mr. Sandman, 1025 said, it's a real channel. Been here for a while. Let's go, bud. Team Crawford. Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to Team Crawford. Shout out to Team Crawford all day, brother. And Canada up. What do you say? Canada up? Somebody said something about Canada. Got to give a shout out to Canada. David Reese said, Canada up. What's going on to Canada? Out there, man. The land of no boxing. Now, who's out there? They got, oh, yeah, your boy just got mopped. Hey, I'm sorry, man. Who was out from Canada? Who was that? Cassio Clayton. Hey, real cool and said, Tank the top lightweight, but Devin is good. Much love in that super chat. Top lightweight got to be Devin. You got, dog, if you would play any respect to championships, like the championships, but at the same time, dog, he need to fight. It's not proven that he's the best because he's in the line of one-hit wonders. You know what I'm saying? He's in the line of, he's out there with them one-hit wonders right now. Beat a line of one-hit wonders. You know what I'm saying? Like you had like the 154-pound one-hit wonders. Right, you had Jared Hurd lost to J-Rock, and then J had two belts, and J-Rock, Jared Hurd got beat by J-Rock, then J-Rock got beat by Jason Rosario, then Jermell Charlo swept your boy up, right? Got rid of Jason Rosario with that body shot, right? So at that point in time, it was a line of one-hit wonders. Right now, Devin's in that line of one-hit wonders. He had Teofimo Lopez, one-hit wonder, or maybe a two-hit wonder. And then you had George Kambosos, one-hit wonder. So now Devin just beat the one-hit wonder to get all the belts. Beautiful situation. Now you got to whoop some. Now you got to whoop the best guys in the division, which are Lomachenko, Gervonta, Tank Davis, guys like that. Maybe there's somebody else. I'm not going to say Frank Martin yet, but at least today I didn't forget to mention his name. Shout out to Frank Martin. Glizzard Glock said, when Haney won, I felt like Fenan won. He been helping build that fan base. Hey, man, thanks, Glizzard Glock. Let's love that super chat, bro. Yeah, man, it's it is what it is, man. These cats try to steal Devin Haney from me with all that ridiculousness. I just don't get into all of that over-the-top stuff, man. And I mean this, if Errol Spence Jr.'s fan base I really thought people was on something, I'd be like, man, y'all are on something. You know what I mean? Like, let's not overdo it, dude. Terrence Crawford is not a bum, okay? Like, when people say Terrence is ducking and Terrence is trash, I'm like, man, well, nobody ever says Terrence is trash, so let's just real. That I don't think that ever leaves anybody's mouth in an honest fashion. Chad King said, salute and love for the Sunday morning boxing videos after the big fights. Appreciate the convos without patting yourself. Appreciate the convos without the patting yourself on the back. Oh, no worries, Chad King. Much love in that super chat, bro. Hey, I ain't getting into that, but nah, dog. Dog, it's about boxing. It's not about me. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing record set, and I'm not selling myself. We talking this boxing around here, man. Hey, man, how's a man with 2 L's? What? How is a man with 2 L's the best? I don't know, because he's the best fighter. He's one of the best in the division. What do you want me to tell you? Damon, can you not look at that man and see he's one of the best in the division? Deontay, I said fighting the best in the division, not the person. Like the best in a group. Damon Kennedy. The best in a group. Okay? In a group. Like, what's the best league? Oh, the NBA. Those are the best players in basketball or in the NBA. Right? There's, I don't know how many in there, a couple hundred, right? But they're the best players. If you want to play the best basketball players, you got to be in the NBA, and they lose all the time. That's how. Pay attention, man. Hey, RBKB said, hey, bro, much respect. DAZN was a snorer. Cambodio was trash. Team Spence 100. Much love in that super chat, bro. Respect. DAZN was a snoozer. Who was DAZN? What was DAZN? That was on ESPN. And Kambosos was trash. I mean, Kambosos, man. God dog. Hey, Sean Gully said the 135 division is full of no-hit wonders. You give Shakur props, and he has knocked out nobody with his amateur style. Respect you, Fenan. First of all, Shevin Gully, Shakur Stevenson's not at 135 pounds. He's at 130. And he knocked out, and he just had a knockout the fight before last. So you might want to check your facts on that. Shakur Stevenson just knocked out Jamel Herring. Just knocked him out. Threw in the towel, knocked him out. So what do you mean? What are you talking about? He fought for the WBO title the fight before last and knocked that man out. Threw in the towel, beat him up. What do you mean? And the 135 is full of no-hit wonders. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, all weight divisions have no-hit wonders. We're not talking about the number 100 ranked lightweight in the world. We're talking about the top 5 or 6 lightweights. That's what we're talking about. Okay? And if you are beating, of which I think George Kambosos is not one. That's why I did not have George Kambosos, never had George Kambosos as one of the top 5 lightweights. People ask me, and much love in the super chat, bro, and much respect to you. Yeah, that's why I said the entire time. Who do you think is the top lightweights? I said Gervonta Davis, I think, is the best lightweight, followed by either Devin Haney or Lomachenko. After that, I would probably have somebody like, I don't know, Michelle Rivera, or perhaps somebody like that. I'm going to tell you honestly, man, I think if Keyshawn Davis fought George Kambosos, I would take Keyshawn Davis at this time in his career. With 6 fights, I'd take Keyshawn Davis over him. I said that before the fight, and I think I'm right. Keyshawn Davis would be a better fight. Keyshawn Davis would have gave him a much better fight than that guy did. And Keyshawn Davis is a prospect. No joke. I think Frank Martin gives a much better fight to Devin Haney than George Kambosos did. No joke. So, it is what it is, man. He said, George is now saying Devin ran because he was ahead. This is the kind of crap that shouldn't be in the sport. Devin won fair and square. Hey, Ronald Gaines Jr., hey, man, it is what it is, man. That's what they say. You ran, dog. He was punching you all night. All he was doing is resetting the distance and punching you. Dead in your mouth. Oh, Kenichi got slept. Oh, yeah, I saw that. He got slept by the dude whose name I don't remember. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of those dudes. Yeah, man, look. But that's not taking anything away from Devin, or at least I'm not trying to. I think, Bounce Me You said, I think Dev should honor the rematch clause. I don't think Kambosos would invoke. Should invoke the clause. I don't. You don't think he should invoke it? Ain't no doubt about it, man. That's a waste of time, dude. But this fight was a waste of time. That's how I felt about the fight. Like, this is a waste of time. They might as well, you know what they should have done in that fight? After around 4 rounds, what they should have done, yeah, Stevie Fulton won. After about 4 rounds, you know what they should have done? They should have been slaughter rule. Sorry, we really thought that you could, like, actually be competitive at all in this fight. So let's just kind of stop it, bro. Yeah, he got slept bad. But he was a shot fighter, too. Ogawa. It's a shot fighter. Shot fighter. David Richardson said, and he wasn't ever good to begin with. That good. Said Brooke took on Spence. Kambosos took on Haney. When Americans were scared, Kambosos would have fought a scrub after he wouldn't get Loma respect. Hold on. Brooke took on Spence. Kambosos took on Haney when Americans were scared. What? Scared of Spence is an American. Haney is an American. What do you mean? There are Americans. Americans were scared. How are you gonna insult an American for an American being ducked? What are you talking about? Kambosos took on Haney when Americans were scared. What Americans are scared? What Americans were scared of Spence? They're not scared. These guys will fight you. He fought all those guys. Spence fought Porter. Spence fought Danny Garcia. Spence fought Americans? What do you mean? Haney's fought Americans? Didn't he? Let me see. It's been a minute, though. But it is what it is. And when Americans were scared, Kambosos could have fought a scrub. He couldn't, after he couldn't get Loma. Yeah, he could have fought a scrub. I do give him respect for that. But come on, man. Don't be trying to give Kambosos credit and say, like, American fighters don't fight people. And I don't even know who was scared of Haney. Honestly, I still maintain that wasn't that. Much love in that super chat, bro. I don't know. I still don't get that. But anyway, it is what it is. So Thurman wasn't scared to take the Spence fight? No, I don't think he was scared. No, I don't. I don't think he was scared. I don't. I think he might have known he was going to lose, but I don't think he was scared. No, I don't. Why would I think he was scared? If George Kambosos will get in there, throw him out there. I'm sure it is. If George Kambosos will get in there and fight Devin Haney and not be afraid, and he ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of winning, why would Gervonta Davis be scared? Errol Spence Jr. not have proven that he was a big draw and he's going to be a loss. Let me ask you, do you think Errol Spence Jr. is scared of Jaron Ennis? Or Bud is scared of Jaron Ennis? Don't bother writing it because, it is what it is. Come on, man. These guys, I don't know. I don't think these guys are scared. No, I don't. I think that's something people throw at them all the time. I think that's what people say a lot. But no, I don't think that they're scared. They're fighters. They're going to get in the ring and they're going to fight if they want to take the fight. Now, they may think that they're going to lose, but I don't know what there is to be scared of when they're going to fight somebody else. Hey, George Wood said, Fenan, who would make Haney truly fight, use all his skills, such as uppercuts, left hook, right hook, straight rights, lefts, and other punches? Lomachenko. Because of that damn pace. Lomachenko because of that pace. I know who he is because I didn't kick him out before. Because at this point in time, dude, kicking him out so many times, it takes up time. Stick to the couple troll accounts you got, dog. All he's going to do is make another one. So just stick to the couple ones that you have. Okay? But no, I think it's Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko. Because of Lomachenko's work rate. The work rate. Now, as far as Gervonta, I think he'll make him work in a different way because of his work rate. And by that, I mean the fact that Gervonta Davis will fight from the outside. He's a little guy, but he will fight from the outside, and he will stay out of range and will force Devin to come forward. And if he Devin is going to definitely have to respect that dude's power. Definitely have to respect that dude's power. So it's just a funny fight right there. But it's a fight that we should get. You know, George Wood said, okay, I got that. My bad. Yeah, let me move on. Man, will you stop talking about, look, Jonathan Sonata, yeah, he has 2 losses, but what does that mean? He has 2 losses, so what? So what? If he's got 2 losses, he's got a bunch of wins too. You think just because somebody lost a fight, that means they can't be a good fight for somebody else? That's silly. That's silly. Lomachenko's a legitimate fighter, man. Don't act like he ain't, man. Y'all act like every time somebody loses first of all, he lost to Teofimo Lopez. I thought he barely lost that fight. And he lost against Orlando Salido, another fight that he barely lost. He didn't get dominated by none of these guys, and he gave those 2 guys he lost, dude, he gave a business to those guys he lost to too. This is what it is. You got to respect, man, seriously, man. You guys do got to respect cats, man. More than that, dude. George Kambosos didn't have any losses. You think George Kambosos beating Lomachenko? Then get out of here, man. That's stop it, man. I'm telling you, man. Styles make fights, man. Styles make fights. He say, hey, Quizgar say, yeah, you can't front on Loma. Vasily nice, man. Yeah, man, Vasily nice as dude, Vasily Lomachenko is like that, dog. Okay? Like that. Okay? And I wish y'all would stop doing that, man. Hey, what's Blacksmith Ross in the building? He said, what's up with these clowns leaving messages of disagreement at the end saying much respect? If you speak some sort of facts, you're good. Yeah, man, you don't have to say exactly, man. It's all respect. Why, you insulting me? But whatever, man. The fact of the matter is, dude, somebody asked me a question. Who do I think will cause Devin Haney to show everything that he has? Vasily Lomachenko. There you go. Vasily Lomachenko. That dude right there is like that. No joke. He's very fast. He's very aggressive. He slips shots very well. He closes the distance very well. He can fight on the back foot if he has to fight on the back foot. He's a southpaw. Dog, that dude right there ain't no joke, man. That ain't no walk in the park for anybody. Okay? And I just don't get how anybody could think that he is so no number one. I mean, I don't know why my eyes are drawn to stupid. It's like my eyes get drawn to that, dude. Like, my eyes get drawn to silliness, man. Man, Lomachenko is like that, man. Okay? He's like that. Watching Loma Comey fight right now, Devin has the speed that Comey didn't. Length and speed problem from Loma. Yeah, he's not Richard Comey. Much love in that super chat. He bashed Richard Comey. Bashed him. Watching that fight, dude, he bashed him. But you can say the same thing about dude. Go look at Lomachenko fight and tell me, is that George Kambosos? Hey, SO504. Does Lomachenko look like Kambosos to you? I know Richard Comey is not, don't get me wrong, bro. I know full well that Richard Comey is nobody's Devin Haney. But please tell me, do you think George Kambosos is Lomachenko? Not even remotely. Those dudes are way different level fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, exactly. That's my point. Hey, David, I saw your note. I'm not answering $2 super chats from you, dude. It's not going to happen. Steve Young said, Fenan, do you think that Devin's performance last night was good enough to see Tank and who you see winning that fight? Thank you for the way you asked that question. Honestly, man, I got to tell you, I got Tank in that fight. I got Tank. But I don't know how that fight's going to go. I don't know. Because I don't know what Tank's going to bring. I know what Devon's going to bring. I don't know what Tank's going to bring. I just don't know how Tank's going to fight. Because he fights in so many different ways. I just don't know. Is he going to walk Devon down behind a high guard? You know what I mean? Slipping shots, parrying shots if he doesn't respect his power? Or is he going to fight, in and out? Is he going to fight on the back foot and make Devin Haney come forward to him? I just think Gervonta Davis is a more versatile fighter. But so I don't know what he's going to do. Like, it's hard for me to know at any given time what Gervonta is going to do. Because you can literally look at fights, and it's like there's two different guys in the ring. If you look at the Pedraza fight, and you look at the Leo Santa Cruz fight, it's like it's two different fighters. He's like one, or if you see how he fought Rolly. Because Rolly had power, you saw Gervonta on the back foot, making him come forward. Because he's fighting on the back foot. If he fights on the back foot against Devin Haney's going to have to come forward. Because it have to come forward. If he gets Devin Haney coming forward, man, that could be a lot of trouble for Devin Haney. Because Devin Haney does get caught. He does get caught. And he got in a southpaw, that overhand left was there. That overhand left was there for Kambosos when Kambosos threw him. Caught him nice a couple times too. Right? Not saying that. So I just don't know what he's going to do. So it's tough for me to see that. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm going to tell you this, if Devin could fight like Shakur, and he was the type of guy that I've seen, I have not seen it yet. If he can come forward and prove that he can cut off the ring and walk down Gervonta, then I'll be like, oh man, I might go with Devin. If he can walk him down, because he can prove that he can close that gap and not make it a complete chess match. Because if it's a complete chess match, dog, Devin gonna get hit with something. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get hit with something. Now he's got a big reach advantage. He's got a big size advantage on Gervonta. But Gervonta's got that southpaw advantage on him. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, man. And what did I think of his performance last night? He did exactly what he's supposed to do. He didn't fight outside of himself, and he got that decision by winning every round. And made it so it beat him so bad there was no way that he could do it. And you're a moron, bro. Who the comment? Dallas Roquemore, because more than likely that's not. Haney showed me nothing but the inability to KO. It is what it is. Fly Guy. For him to answer, yes. For that troll to answer, yes. You, Fly Guy, do not have to do anything for me to answer your questions. I don't know what you're talking about. I read comments out of the comment section all the time. But that guy, no. He's a troll that comes constantly, and absolutely not. I'm not getting in a conversation with him for $2. No way. Thank you very much. Mind your business, Fly Guy. If you got a question, ask the question. I answer questions for any and everybody that I see questions from, except him. Sorry about it. He's what you call obnoxious, and he's a troll that changes names, changes accounts, and just distracts saying a bunch of stupid stuff. So no, for him, I am not. I will read and acknowledge a $2 super chat from him. Other than that, no, I'm not going to do it. I will not engage with a conversation with him for less than $10. You got that right, because my time and everybody else's time is worth money. And ain't no way you're going to sit up here and troll for 99 cents. The fuck out of my face, and you can go to hell too. And I mean it. Duh. Anyway, Ron Nell said Haney versus Comey, Haney versus Ryan Garcia. I got Haney and Haney, except for Ryan Garcia may catch him. Ryan, I'm not 100% sure about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not responsible for it. I don't know. Tevis Smith, much love in that super chat. Tevis Smith said Devin is 1,000 times more defensively responsible than Rolly. So what? So what? Rolly got knocked out. So what? if he's more 100% more, 1,000 times more defensively responsible than Rolly. So what? I retort by saying that, okay, Gervonta Davis is 1,000 times better than Rolly and than George Kambosos in every single solitary possible way. I mean, like, he's 1,000 times better than that guy. And guess what? That fight went the distance, Tevis. He's not knocking out Gervonta. That's a problem. He's not knocking out Gervonta. And I'm telling you, at a certain point in time, if a certain fighter at a level does not respect your power, dog, do not be surprised, bro, if that dude walks through you and get you. Nah, man, I'm just yeah. He's definitely more defensively responsible than Rolly, but that means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, because Rolly hits 1,000 times harder than Devon, and Gervonta was very defensively responsible against Rolly, and Rolly's a way bigger puncher, way more dangerous second by second in a fight, where Gervonta could not afford to take chances against Rolly Romero. Gervonta Davis can take chances against Devon. And being able to take chances, being able to get in exchanges, force exchanges, Devon can't get into it. Devon very well may not be able to get into exchanges with Gervonta because you get hit in exchanges. And if he gets hit, snooze button, flatline. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I don't know. And that's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not saying I know. I'm saying I don't know. But looking at that, and again, I want everybody in the chat. We got 1,381 people in the building. No, you do not have to super chat in order for me to respond to you. But you, that one particular guy, you have to. Otherwise, dog, I don't care what you say, dude. I'm not responding to you. No, and it's block on site for you. And you know it. Alex Chavez in the building. What's going on to Yuma, Arizona? Yuma, Arizona. To my man, Alex Chavez said, glad the judges got it right. No rematch, please. Exactly. No rematch, please, bro. Don't need to see it. Exactly. He said, yes, if Tank connected, hell, even if Critbull Cruz connected, I don't know that. I don't know if Pitbull can knock him out. Don't get me wrong, dog. All I'm trying to tell you. All I'm trying to tell you, and I mean this. Okay, I got that, Ron Nell, and then my man, Alex Chavez, and Blacksmith Ross in the building. He said the reason why guys not giving Loma credit because new media praised him, because news media praised him in the tribal, a.k.a. the Great White Hype. It's not Loma's fault. He has awesome skills and movement. No fighter in 135 fights like him. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Do not sleep on that little Ukrainian. Do not sleep on that little Ukrainian. I'm trying to told you. Do not sleep on that little Ukrainian. Because that little Ukrainian will upset that apple cart. He can fight, man. No joke. He can fight. For real. He can box. He can fight. He's got power. He's got speed. He's got a lot of experience. He's very, very awkward. All of the above, dog. All of the above. But back to, man, shut up, Fly Guy. You're a moron, bro. Get out of my life. See you later. If you think Devin will lose, since I had to throw you out because you're an idiot. If you think Devin will lose, you don't know boxing. There's a lot of people that think Devin Haney ain't beating Tank Davis. There's a lot of people that think that. Like Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley doesn't think Haney's beating Gervonta Davis. Okay? Teddy Atlas doesn't think Devin Haney's going to beat Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is like that, dog. Like that. Devin Haney is like that. Gervonta Davis is like that. Lomachenko is like that. Dog, you don't know what I don't know what that's going to do, man. It's not something, it's not obvious, man. Hey, Jimmy Robinson in the super chat, brother, said the dream turned into a nightmare for Kambosos. You know that. He knew it, though. Hey, Fenan, so can Devin ask for the Josh Taylor fight straight away now? No, he cannot because he's not the franchise champion. He decided he wasn't going to take the franchise championship. He's a man of his word. He wasn't a hypocrite. And he didn't take the franchise belt. So no, he can't. If he had taken that franchise belt, he could go right up there and get that done. Right, but then again, there's also hold on one second, man. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss anything. What can I do it this way? Yeah. Oh, I can do it this way. That's better. Jimmy Robinson in that super chat said the dream turned to a nightmare for Kambosos. Yes, it did. You know that. Absolutely a nightmare for that man. Dog, that man right there got real cooling in the building. He says, hey, Tank versus Ryan is a good pay-per-view fight from Tank. Tank versus Ryan is a good pay-per-view fight for Tank. Yeah, it is. Yeah, man. Ryan Garcia is like George Kambosos, dog. You're there, but I don't care. Ryan Garcia can talk all Ryan Garcia want. Ryan Garcia got to do something. Okay, at this point in time, you got to do something. You bopping your lips. All right? You bopping your lips. You ain't all that everything goes through Ryan. Man, Oscar De La Hoya, will you shut up? But not shut up at the same time. That's your job. But ain't nobody taking that serious, man. Ryan Gaines said, I like Devin, but you're right, fenan. He better get some power from somewhere because Davis will put him to sleep. Much love in that super chat, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I'm telling you, I don't know is what I'm saying. I don't know because there's advantages that Devin has. He's longer. He's taller. You know what I mean? He's longer. He's taller. But guess what? Gervonta always fights people like that. Everybody Gervonta Davis fights is taller than him. Everybody. Everybody he fights is taller. Everybody he fights is longer. Everybody, if beating him came down to a jab, dog, he would have been lost. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to, my arms are longer and all, dog, man, I'm telling you, if it came down to that, he would have been lost. Beats by Bay said Haney versus Josh Taylor. Give me Josh Taylor. Give me Josh. At this point in time, I think Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is so goddamn aggressive, bro. It's gonna be hard for him to win It's gonna be hard for him to win because that guy's so aggressive. And it's at 140, so I don't know. I think he's a lot smaller than him. Chet Clark said, fenan, who's the rat now at this part of boxing that I hate? I love Terrence. I love Errol. However, somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. Just checking in to say 100, my brother. I got you. That's what's up, Chet Clark, brother. Thank you so much, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. That support. And again, thank you to everybody that supports in the super chats and the cash apps. Y'all are the reason that the channel, y'all the reason we can do this every morning. And I'm going to once again take a couple seconds to thank you guys for that support. I got a cash app I got to check. I got to thank y'all for. My man, Supreme Unique 1 in that cash app. Much love. Didn't put a comment, just came and supported, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. Always good to leave a chat though, man, so I can give you your support's worth. My man, you know who it is. It's the Jones Consulting. So consistent in that cash app, brother. Thank you for your support. He said, Sweet Pea Haney beat Loma 8-4. Maybe. We'll see. Much love. I don't know, man. I may favor him over Lomachenko. I think I favor him over Lomachenko. But at the same time, yeah, he's older. Somebody else said that. I saw that. Blacksmith Ross in the building. Clue Boxing in the building. What's going on? He said, hey, give me 1 second, man. I'm going to be right back on these super chats again. Thank y'all so very, very much for your support in the super chat and the cash app. Give me 1 second, man. Yeah, Ryan O'Gunn said, fight was boring equals salty. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, we back. Sorry about that, man. I'm sorry about that. Apologies. So Blacksmith Ross said, Fenan, if the referee had warned Haney not to hold, do you think Haney can block and evade all Rolly's speed power punches? If you stop holding, it's trouble. I don't know, man. I mean, I think he had legitimate clinches. I don't think he was initiating the holds like that. But yeah, man, if he gets an instruction not to do that, yeah, I mean, that could definitely change the Blacksmith Ross. Yeah. But no, I mean, at the same time, dog, I mean, seriously, Devin Haney could do whatever he wanted to do, man. I said, he said, Dev is beating Tank. Hey, Dev is beating Tank. What are you talking about, Feems Tour? I don't think Devon's going to beat Tank. I don't. That's a tough fight, man. No joke. I can see why you would think that. I can see it. I just don't know. I just think that guy's very, very versatile, dog. Very, very, very versatile. You know what I mean? Very, very versatile. So we'll see. But I don't think we're even going to have that problem, man, because I don't see that fight happening. If it does happen, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening for a while. Because you got to take short money on Tank. And it's a voluntary, unless they order it. Johnny Player said, do you think Josh Taylor ducked that Regis Rope rematch? Yeah. I think he should have gave him. I wouldn't say he ducked it, though. But yeah, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Simone Marie said, can you allow some supporters to come talk for 9 after a big win? We do that on Saturdays, man. We do that on Saturdays. And we do that on Saturdays. Big OG, right now there's a lot of people like this that want to talk. Big OG said, the way Haney was leaning so far down to the right to avoid punches, I'm afraid that Tank uppercut will put lights out on him. Man, it'll be interesting, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Much love in that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And man, there's supporters that are talking and don't want to get on camera. I just don't like, yeah. So the answer to that in long short is no, probably not. Real Cool said, I think Tank versus Shakur will be the biggest fight after Spence versus Crawford, and I think Loma is a fight at 150. I disagree. I think the biggest fight is Tank versus Ryan Garcia after Spence versus Crawford. And Lomachenko and Devon probably is, and I agree with that last part. I think that is about a 50-50 fight. 50-50. But I give the advantage to Devin Haney. Much love in that super chat. Deborah Booker said, can you give me the name of your Cash App? Try to send one, couldn't find it. It's right here. Deborah Booker is right here. $Fenan INT. $Fenan INT. And thank you so much for that support, Deborah Booker. It is great. I'm going to give you a gong just for asking. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. But yeah, real coolin'. And then hold on one more time. God dog, it flew right by me, man. To the end. Styles Washington said, people keep talking about holding, but nobody talks about how the ref let them fight out of the clinch. Devin landed every time before the tie up. Yeah, exactly. I didn't see any problem with it. I know what my man Blacksmith Ross is talking about. I didn't see a problem with the holding or whatever. Much love in that super chat, bro. But I don't think that doesn't really tell me to. Papa Bird 69 said Tank is dangerous. Will take hits to set Devin up. Much love in that super chat. And oh yeah, cool. I got that. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting stuff, man. But I'm glad we're here, though. You know, I'm really glad that we're here. Why does Kambosos and Loma as undisputed BS? Who cares? I mean, dude, talk about something that matters, man. They're not undisputed now. You know what I'm saying? They're not undisputed now. So who cares? Don't cry over spilt. I mean, that's literally, the question is answered at this point in time. Devin Haney is undisputed. Teofimo is not undisputed. He doesn't have any belts. George Kambosos is sitting on an L. He's not undisputed. He lost. Devin Haney is undisputed, period. So what difference does it make who they have for undisputed? And they have Devin as a lineal champion, and at ESPN they said, And they literally said it yesterday. I was like, are you serious? You're going to slip that in? He's the Ring Magazine, hence lineal champion. They literally said that. Like, he's the Ring Magazine champion, hence lineal champion. No, not Ring Magazine, hence lineal champion. Ring Magazine, hence Ring Magazine champion. Since when? Exactly. Lady Erica B said Haney is undisputed, period. So there ain't even no need for that. And he was the new undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't need anything other than that. Ain't to cry. Anything other than that is straight crying over spilled milk. Callie L. Coolett, great conversation. Much respect. Hey, my man, Cal L. Coolett, thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you for your support, man. Man, I couldn't believe they slid that nonsense in there, man. They were like, oh, he's the WBA champion, WBC champion, IBF and WBC champion, Ring Magazine champion, hence lineal champion. What? Not Ring Magazine hints. No, Ring Magazine, period. And you leave it there. They do not name the lineal champion. The lineal champion, how are you going to take away the decision about who the lineal champion is away from sanctioning bodies and give it to a magazine? I mean, God dog, talk about from jumping out of the fire jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. It's like it's stupid enough you got four. It's stupid enough that we got 4 sanctioning bodies with a championship, but now you want to give the decision about who the real champion is to a magazine. Man, you shut your moronic ass up. Like, man, you guys, man, it's like I'm telling you, that's what you don't ask. You don't give certain people problems to solve. Because if you give other people problems to solve, they're going to solve them. They're going to go, yeah, we're going to solve this problem all right and make the problem worse. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's worse. I would rather have 4-belt confusion than have Dougie Fisher, Steve Kim, Dan Rayfield, and Kevin Iole responsible for who the actual champion is. Because how they rate them and when they decide it's going to be on the line. Man, get out of here, man. That's worse. That's going, like I said, that's going bad to worse. Anyway, Steve Young said, Fenan, Devon won, but I just didn't see anything special or skillful for him to be a dangerous to tank. More or less, if he would even beat Rolly. Oh, Steve Young, he beat Rolly now. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, he's Floyd Mayweather Jr. without the talent. He's Floyd without the talent. That's what I'll say. He's Floyd without the talent. And I think that is probably the best description of Devon. Is that he is Floyd Mayweather Jr. with about 50% less. I won't go that far. Like 30% less talent. Or a less talented Floyd Mayweather. He fights like the old Floyd. He doesn't fight. He doesn't have a lot of. He fights like old Floyd. He doesn't fight like the young Floyd. You know what I mean? But that style is definitely patterned. He's a great boxer. He's a very, very skilled, super, super skilled boxer. No doubt about it. It's the talent level that separates him from somebody like a Floyd. You know, or like maybe even an Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? Maybe even like an Oscar. Because again, it doesn't go and get you. Just doesn't go get you. And that's the thing. That's the only thing. He doesn't just. He has like all the weapons and he has it all figured out. He's designed very, very well. But he just doesn't I don't think he has like the talent that Gervonta has. He's very, very well schooled. But I just don't know about the talent. If that makes sense to you. Like this explosive, just athletic, get you out of there like that. Like the blinding speed. Like he doesn't have blinding speed, right? He doesn't have a tremendous amount of power. He's got good power, obviously, or they be coming in at him. He's got good speed, right? Good speed. But he's very well educated and he's very, very, very well conditioned and he's very focused and he's very smart. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. Like, no, Devin is not a new Mayweather dude. Seriously, this right here, no way. And I mean that with all compliment, no way. I'm saying, dog, I saw Floyd Mayweather Jr. when Floyd Mayweather Jr. was 23 years old. That is not Floyd Mayweather. Do not act like that is. It is not. No, 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 no. I'm going to tell you who it's not. It's not Jaron Ennis. That's not Jaron Ennis. And I mean that. That's not Jaron Ennis level talent. I don't think it is. If he comes anywhere near Jaron Ennis at 147, if Jaron is there and Devin goes to 147, Devin would just make sure you don't ever go around him. Make sure you never. Yo, he has talent for sure. He has talent. Talent for sure. But if you're saying Floyd, no way. Like, seriously, don't do that. That's not fair to him. It's really not. I would say Devin is like I said, best Devin is going to get is like an Oscar De La Hoya. At the worst, he's going to be is a Corey Spinks. That's where I would say. Styles Washington said they keep saying Tank beats Dev, but I heard Dev already beat Tank so bad he cried in the gym. That's what's out there. Do y'all even pay attention, man? Y'all just be making shit up, dude. Like, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about Devin. I heard about Devin training for a fight. Gervonta Davis getting off a plane, going straight to the gym. What I also heard was that when Gervonta Davis hurt him, that Adrian Bronner jumped between the two of them and wouldn't let him continue to fight. Gervonta also said when he's fighting Devin Haney that Floyd got in the ring and grabbed his arms. When he was punching him, grabbed his arms from behind and wouldn't let him punch. That's what I heard about that sparring match. And I also heard that Devin wouldn't spar him again. Because he said, everybody's beating Tank. Listening to it, everybody's beating Tank up. Teofimo Lopez destroyed him in sparring. I heard that too. Then I watched the sparring match. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Literally, as soon as he started hitting Gervonta behind the head, Gervonta tried to start killing him. So, yeah, man, I've heard all of that. I pay attention to that. I don't pay attention. He said not crying. Yeah, he's crying. You know what I'm saying? The closest man near that talent to him is Shakur. I don't think Shakur is that level of talent either. I don't think he's that level of talent. I don't. I think dude, Floyd? No, man. The dudes that I think are Floyd's level talent is Ennis. Ennis and maybe Jared Anderson. Ennis and maybe Jared Anderson, I think, is that level. Yeah, Floyd Sr. is going to pick Devin because that's dude, he used to train him. Floyd Sr. is his trainer. Floyd is his trainer. Cash App and thank you, brother. But look, man, they may beat him. This is what it is. He may beat him. Oh, man, much love. Did I get that? Oh, yeah, I got Calvin. And my man in that Cash App, thank you. Oh, Deborah Booker, my lady in that Cash App, thank you so much for your support. You know what I mean? Original Skywalker Dessa, Fenan Ennis hasn't been tested. Yeah, yes. He's been tested against somebody that is a better fighter than George Kambosos. Yes, he has. And I'm going to tell you this, and I mean this. Sergey Lipinets is a better fighter than George Kambosos is. Sergey Lipinets is a better fighter than that. And you can say what you want to say. I don't care. Sergey Lipinets is a better fighter than him. Sergey Lipinets is a better fighter than George Kambosos is. Custio Clayton is a better fighter. Custio Clayton is a better fighter than George Kambosos is. And I don't care what y'all say. Both those, exactly. Thomas Delorme is a better fighter than George Kambosos. And he ran through those dudes. He ran through those dudes. Ran through them. And the type of boxing he's putting on, dude, ran through him. Hey, D-Web said, Devin kind of reminds me of a Winky Wright. Yeah, like that level talent. Yeah, like a Winky. Much love in that super chat, bro. Man, the jury ain't out on Boots' chin. You ain't seen Boone, never heard. There ain't no, you gotta Custio Clayton. Yeah, Custio Clayton. Yeah, you don't think Custio Clayton's better than George Kambosos? He said, you on point as usual, my guy. I mean, seriously. He's already been tested more than that. That ain't no test. George Kambosos, man, get out of here with George Kambosos. Man, stop. Devin had already fought better fighters than George Kambosos, man. Better fighters than George Kambosos. Jojo Diaz is a better fighter than George Kambosos. Jorge Linares is a better fighter than George Kambosos. No, man, dude, no. Real Cool and said, am I blocked? Oh, no. You're not blocked, brother. Real Coolin said, Jerron is the future of boxing, hopefully. Much love in that CJ. He's a great fighter, man. Look, that's what I got. Man, no, seriously, man. Come on, George. Don't. Nah. I don't think Devin is a Jerron Ennis level talent. I do not think so. Keith Knowles said, am I blocked? No, you're not, sir. Much love in that super chat, bro. Blair Cobbs, Blair Cobbs is, like George Kambosos is, I would say George Kambosos is like maybe a notch down from Sergey Lipinets. Maybe a notch down from Sergey Lipinets. I don't think he's as good as like a Stanionis. I don't think he's as good a fighter as Frank Martin. I don't think he's as good a fight, man. I can tell you a litany of cats that are going to beat George Kambosos that night. So to the extent that some, you can, Custio Clayton is better than George Kambosos. Or he's as good as he is. Like, man, what do you think George Kambosos is? Like, man, what do you think George Kambosos is? Come on, man. Y'all was calling the man Scambosis yesterday. Like, dude, he's that level of fighter. Watch what happens. Watch what happens moving. He said, oh my God. I gotta agree, Devin is better than Winky. Wow. Really? Wow, hey man, he's better than Winky? That's tough. I don't know. I don't know. Better than Winky? I don't know, man. That's good. That's a good one. Hey, man. Winky, I think Winky's a Hall of Famer, man. I think Winky's a Hall of Famer, man. Somebody said better than Winky who? Better than Winky? You think he's better than Winky, right? Wow. Hey, Allison Randall said, I've been saying Linares is the fourth best at 135. Smokes Ryan. Yeah, man. Definitely not. Better than... Yeah, he says, dude, just better than Winky? I don't know, man. I think that's doing a little bit, dog. I think that's doing a little bit, dog. I didn't even say Jerron's better than Winky yet. All right, just to let you know, I did not say Gervonta is better than Winky. I did not say that. Styles make fights, brother, and styles make fighters. At 154, Winky Wright is the truth, bro. Winky Wright is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright is the truth. I'm saying, dude, seriously, man. I think, man, shoot. Like I said, man, Corey Spinks. I give him Corey Spinks. And I think that is a great compliment to give him Corey Spinks, no joke. Because Corey Spinks ain't no joke. Y'all may think Corey Spinks ain't a joke because you don't like people, being compared to champions that aren't known to be the greatest ever. Like everybody's either Floyd, you know what I mean? Oh, he's Floyd. Man, he ain't Floyd, man. And I'm telling you, y'all can put some draws on that one. You know what I mean? Like just put some draws on that. Errol ain't Floyd. Terrence Crawford ain't Floyd. Canelo ain't Floyd. That's it. They ain't Roy Jones Jr. either. Just let you know. You might as well be saying he's Roy Jones Jr. No, he's not. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not. That's not Roy Jones Jr. No, 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 no. You know what Roy Jones Jr. does to that level of competition? Do you know what will happen if you put Floyd Mayweather Jr. in with that level of competition? It's like somebody said, it was like Arturo Gatti. They were like, this is going to be Devon's Arturo Gatti. And I was like, nah, dog. Did that look like Arturo Gatti fight? And I'm asking y'all, to the biggest Dev fans, Devon is a better athlete than Winky, but Devon has to keep it consistent. I think he will. Hey, dog, let me tell you something, man. Let that man's career finish before you start saying he's Winky right. Okay? Let that man clear out a division. Okay? He solidified the belts, and that's what he needed to do. And it took him one fight to do it. Okay? Let that man do it. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, you know what I'm saying? Temper it a little something. That's all I'm saying. Temper it a little bit. Hey, Derek Martin said he has the look of Floyd, not the talent. That comparison is like when people were like calling Harold Miner Baby Jordan. Hey, you know what it's like? It's like Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. It's like Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. Man, I can see why y'all think Chris Brown is really good. Or Usher. It's like Usher and Michael Jackson. Like, yeah, Usher, yeah, he's the guy, yeah, but no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but nah. At the same time, like, yeah, but nah. At the same time. Come on, Duran has that real reach of course, Duran. What do you mean, Duran? You're not telling he's better than Duran now, are you? Mike Kirkland said, for putting that respect on Floyd Mayweather's career, oh yeah, man. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. It's not like, let's not go berserk. You know what I'm saying? He said, A-Beezy said, Chris Brown can outdance Mike. No way. No way. And no way, when I mean no way, I mean, dog, it just depends on the dances, dog. Okay? He does a different dance. He does different dances that are more modern. No, he could not. Okay? If Michael Jackson was shown, a 23-year-old Michael Jackson, 25-year-old Michael Jackson was shown any dance you show him, that man is going to turn that shit out. Believe it. All right? Stop. Man, Michael Jackson could dance. Ain't no dance that dude can't do. All right? Man, he ain't going to outdance him. He be right there doing the same thing. That dude can go. But he can dance, though. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that is human nature. It is what it is. But nah, you know what it is? Hey, Floyd has, but there are guys that could outdance Michael Jackson, like Jeffrey Daniels. Jeffrey Daniels could, but that dude ain't Jeffrey Daniels. You know what I'm saying? You know, like there's dance specialists, right? John Williams said Floyd was fundamentally sound, and Roy depended on God-tiered level reflexes. Roy was done at 35. He should have retired after Reeves at heavyweight. Father Time don't give a damn about your reflexes. Heck no. Now you talking the truth right there. You telling them truths right there. You know what I mean? You telling them the truths right there. Anyway, it is what it is. I ain't getting into no long Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna get into no long Michael Jackson conversation. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. Oh no, man, Michael was bigger than the Beatles, and he's bigger than Elvis too. Mm-hmm. He combined all of the demographics, man. Seriously, the dude was gigantic. But anyway, you know, that's my guy on Mike. You know, Robert Yaramillo said, "Good morning, Fenan. I take Hector Camacho Sr. over Devin." Oh nah, here, come on now. Now you're being disrespectful, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. What? No. You think Devin beats? Oh, that's you trolling. Does he beat Oscar at 135? No, I don't think so. But he may. But I don't know, dog. Man, please. TJ Boxing and Sports says haters. What? Somebody? I ain't hating on them. Hey, dude, am I hating on Devin today? Please. God, can I talk boxing, dog? Yeah. I mean, for real. Devin stops Jose Luis Castillo. I'm not doing none of the trolling. At 135, he does beat Jose Luis Castillo, though. I do believe, but that'd be a hard fight. You know what I mean? He said, hell no, Devin doesn't beat Camacho. He may beat him. You know what I'm saying? He may get him. Devin, I mean, Macho Camacho, he'll be Macho Camacho. Yeah, I know. He said we trolling for now. Okay, thanks. Yeah, man. Like, it is what it is, dog. Mike, hey, man, you know, it is what it is. Floyd was a smart chicken. He knew how to pick his fights. Nah, dog. He came up and fought everybody, man. No, he didn't. He did not pick. It wasn't picking fights later in his career, man. We're talking about when this dude was 23, 24 years old, man. Come on, man. That dude got thrown. That man was getting thrown to the wolves every fight. Literally, they put him in against the best guys that they could possibly get for him over and over and over and over again. I thought that he was going to lose. A Rome 33 said Andrade, Maul, Mel, Tank, Haney combined in their last 5 had, Andrade. Oh man, I'm not answering that, dude. Sorry. Thank you for your money, dude. You're off topic, brother. Here's your gong, bro. You're trying to distract, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. I can't do it, bro. Ronell in that super chat, bro. You're trying to distract. I'm sorry. Thank you for your support. I can't go into that. I appreciate you. If you would not mind keeping to the subject of the video, King, I would appreciate that. But I did read it, so you got what you got. Ron Nell said, Devin has a new fan base from down under and around the world. He's a household name now, man, please. Like household, man, please. Much love in that super chat, bro. Kambosos tested Devin's chin and Devin was okay. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He got clocked. No doubt about it. I don't know how big a punch. He ain't Tank Punch, though. Just to be in the, you know. Oh, man, JD said, that's a great question. Said, Fenan, who you got? Emmanuel Augustus versus Devin Haney. Wow. Devin Haney. With an embarrassing win. Nah, because he's not 135. First of all, Emmanuel Augustus is not 135. He's a 130 pounder, 126, 130. So I'll give Devin because Devin's so much bigger than him, man. I'm not going to. But, dog, seriously, that would be funny. Now, ask me who I have, George Kambosos or him. Man, I don't care if, so what, man? So what if he retired? Man, he beat a 40-year-old Sugar Ray Leonard. I could care less. So what? I mean, that's, of all the so whats we've seen today, that has got to be the top so what. As in, who cares? So what if he did that? Macho Camacho was a good fighter, man. He was. But, dog, Macho Camacho, man. It's whatever, dog. Ain't no way. I'm not giving him over no Devin Haney, not no Macho Camacho. Joey said, I don't want to see another ESPN televised fight. Kambosos was less than 50 KO rate. He doesn't have any power. No, he doesn't. He got like 8 out of 20 knockouts. Of course he don't have power. But it is what it is. He is what he is. Oh, Junior 5 went don't bad. Oh, man, Junior 5 got robbed. J-Lex. Junior 5 got robbed. Junior 5 got robbed. That's the first time I've ever seen somebody get knocked out and it was a robbery. That was ridiculous, bro. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. That dude hit him on the back of the head on purpose twice. Straight up cold cocked that man in the back of the head twice. And the ref didn't say anything about it. Horrible refereeing, man. Robert Yaramillo said, who you got, Aaron Pryor or Haney? Aaron Pryor. Much love in that super chat, Aaron Pryor. Oh, my God, Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor by stoppage. Aaron Pryor by stoppage. Aaron Pryor by stoppage. I don't think he goes 12 with Aaron Pryor. No, oh, man, my God. No, my God, yeah. Aaron Pryor by knockout. No way. I mean, no way. Ain't no way. Like, I'm telling you, ain't no way. That dude is beating Aaron Pryor, bro. If Styles make fights, that is not what he wants. Not that dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you somebody else he don't want. Shane Mosley. He don't want him, and he don't want Shane Mosley. Those two dudes, oh, no. Like, oh, no. On the back burner with that fight. Nah, man. Hey, fenan, who is the blonde lady that's all up in the cameras? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Is Serafina? I didn't see. I didn't check it out. I know that she works with that camp, but she's a promoter. I wouldn't put her as a. I know she does artwork, but I'm not sure if it was which one it is. It also might be Bill Haney's wife. I think it may be Bill Haney's wife, because Bill Haney's son, the other son, looks mixed. So it may be his wife. I think it's Bill Haney's wife. That's who I guessed it was. School of Skills said Kambosos got 10 mil, may get 6 to 8 in the next one. Payday, you want payday. Cash out like Aerosmith Jr. was trying to do with Canelo. Man, how's he trying to cash out? Canelo, he ain't trying to cash out with that man. He's trying to beat that man. What are you talking about? Canelo Alvarez he's trying to beat Canelo. And I'm going to tell you, you better understand that is a realistic fight. He has a chance to beat Canelo. Dog, Canelo looked like crap in his last fight, man. Boy, y'all better wake up to the new Canelo. You better wake up to the new normal with Canelo. fenan, the greatest boxing match you've ever seen? Man, off the top of my head, I want to say James Toney, Vasily Zhirov. Panama Lewis not in the corner. Pryor whoops most of the four kings. I don't care if he's in his corner or not. I'm trying to tell you, none of those dudes want him. None of them. Gervonta don't want no Aaron Pryor. Lomachenko don't want nobody's Aaron Pryor. Josh Taylor don't want no Aaron Pryor. Regis Prograis don't want Aaron Pryor. There ain't nobody at 140 or 135 to want nothing out nobody's Aaron Pryor. Okay? Aaron Pryor gonna hurt all those cats. Aaron Pryor wasn't on juice. He was on that hype machine. He was on that woo is what he was on. Y'all can say what y'all want. All right? I'm going to tell you what I tell you. Voice of God Boxing said, Devin is 23. Let's look like he's 28 or 29. Some of these guys don't get their full man. Man, stop that. Man, will you stop that? Don't get their full man power to 29 years old. You tell me somebody that ain't get, you show me somebody that ain't got their full strength to their 29 that ain't on steroids. Man, you get out of it. Anybody telling me that we all wait till somebody get to 28, 29 years old before some people don't get their man strength to their 28, 29 year old. No, they don't get on steroids till they're 28 and 29 years old. Man, please. Man, your testosterone starts slowing down around 28. I'm so like, man, you kidding me? Man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Please. Devin Haney is not a big puncher. Accept it and move on. Nazir King said, Tank and Ryan never won nothing other than the regular belt. Yes, a lie. That's a lie. First of all, Ryan ain't even won that's not true. Ryan ain't never even won a belt. And Tank won 2 championships at 130. The IBF, and the WBA Super Champion. Nazir King, what are you talking about? Don't steal people's accomplishments. That's not true. That he ain't never won anything but that's not true. At all. Anyway. Devon Short said, you're stronger when you're younger, not when you get older. Exactly. Like when did the world start shifting? Like when, oh man, you 30 years old. It's coming. No, dude, no. No. If you've been training since you are 7 years old, you are 20, man, you are that far along. You can't, dog. He's just not a big puncher. It's not the end of the world. He's just not a big puncher. That's it. He's just not a big puncher. And that's not a problem because there's a lot of really good fighters that are not big punchers. But man, please. Kay said, I want all my money back from betting. What are you talking about? You didn't bet me. Tevin Smith said, hey, I think given the big stage Devin had, I think he really missed an opportunity to raise his draw power by not pushing for the knockout. Very good argument on that one, dog. He won, but he didn't shine. You know what I mean? Like, it was a big accomplishment, but he didn't. I mean, Tevin Smith, like I don't want to say that because I don't want to rain on his parade. But, yeah. Like, dog, it would have been better. It would have been better if he would have went for it and was really trying to, really going at it with him, exchanging with him, trying to get him out of there. As far as like his public appeal, yeah, that would have been better. But like I said, dude, he's taking that route that, hey, man, I'm winning. I'm getting to the next fight. I'm going to win. I'm going to get to the next fight. I'm going to win. I'm going to get to the next fight. And I'm going to do my job in the ring. And that's when I'm going to be smart about doing it. Right? If the knockout comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. And that's the mature way that allows you to have a long career. No doubt about it. So the decision that he did to do that, that's a safe bet. That's the smart thing to do, how he fought the way he fought. Pound for pound boxing said, I've never seen Errol stronger than now. He was as strong when he fought Kell Brook for sure. He was as strong then. He was strong then. He's strong now. He did not generate a new level of punching power. He was strong then. He's strong now. He went through a period of time where he said he was not as strong because he was having fat camps. But Errol didn't do anything. Errol just looked like a better version of himself. He didn't turn into Tank. You know what I'm saying? He didn't turn into, I caught you in one shot, you're out of here. Because that's not what he's doing. He ain't one shot. He's not a one shot you're out type of guy. What he looked like he was in a lot better shape than he was. And you can get in better shape, but Devin is in the best shape Devin can be. Devin is focused, very focused. He ain't blowing up in weight or doing any of that. Fenan, I know how you talk about cherry picking Canelo. So people think Spence beats Canelo. So Spence beats Jacobs and GGG. I think Spence is too small. Look, man, it's not how it works, Blacksmith Ross. It's not how it works. Floyd Mayweather Jr. beat Canelo. Floyd Mayweather Jr. probably is not beating Gennady Golovkin. And in fact, that's why they said, are you crazy? We're not stupid. We're not fighting Gennady Golovkin. Right? We're not fighting Gennady Golovkin. And Canelo isn't the same Canelo that fought Jacobs. So do I think Floyd beats Spence? No, do not. You know what I'm saying? The Floyd that beat Canelo, do I think he beats Spence? I don't know. That'd be a very, very hard fight on him. I think Spence has a better chance of beating Floyd Mayweather Jr. than Canelo did because of the styles of the fight. So, yeah, I think he has a chance to beat Canelo, absolutely. Erislandy Lara beat Canelo. I don't think Erislandy Lara's beating Gennady Golovkin, right? It's just the triangle theories don't work. And, dude, Canelo's not that big a guy. And by the way, also, I thought and Daniel Jacobs not that good a fighter. But will he beat could Errol beat Daniel Jacobs? Maybe. The answer to that is maybe. At 160, maybe. I wouldn't doubt that Floyd could beat Daniel Jacobs at 160. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not going to say for sure that he would, but I wouldn't doubt it. You know? Buck 50 said, bro, if Bud beats Errol, he will have all the belts so he can move up and challenge Charlo after he can choose to fight Boots. It only makes sense he's trying to go. He can do that now because he's got the WBO Super. He doesn't have to win all the belts. He can immediately go up there. If you're talking about if what you're saying is the ability to do it. He has the ability to do that already right now. You know what I mean? He already has that ability to do that. Yeah, so, but, that type of stuff doesn't, but I don't think Errol was going up there to try to just get a paycheck. I don't think that's what he's doing. There's nothing about Errol that seems like he would just go up there to get a paycheck. He went up there. He probably went up there because he thinks he can beat him. Like, he's not that much bigger than me. He's bigger than me, but his length, his arm length, and he's not. And Errol probably feels like he could fight at 160. You know, that's why I said, yeah, I'll fight all the way up like at 164. If we can fight at 164, somewhere around there, yeah, I'll fight you. But he's like, man, I ain't going up to 168. You know what I mean? He ain't about to fight David Benavidez. And he was dead set about that. He's like, look, man, I ain't going up there with David. I'm not going to go up there to fight David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, no. Ain't going to happen, dog. No. He said, for now, what's going on, Flash with Flacco? That's who I messed you up with. Okay. He said, for now, what's up, my dude? Top of the morning. Get the likes up. It's 1,000 people in here. Yeah, man, get the likes up, man. Can we get the likes over 1,000, man? Can we get the likes over? And by the way, man, thank you so much to everybody that supports in the Super Chat and the Cash App. Thank you guys so much. It's what keeps the channel going. I appreciate y'all, man, so much for it. What'd he say? Oh, hold on. I want to read. Mr. Global said, for now, would you say Floyd was a big puncher with 27 KOs and 50 fights? At 130, yeah, he was. At 130 and 135, yes. Absolutely. At 147 and 154, no. But at 135, yes. At 130, yes. Very big puncher at 130. Very big puncher at 130. Clean your clock type of puncher at 130. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I would. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Just like Tank. Hey, Darren Sheffer, cool. I keep my lookout on it, man. Thank you, brother. And my man, Blacksmith Ross in the building. He said, yes, Styles Fenan. Spence isn't a slick reflex fighter type Fenan. Look, I understand he's got, but he has limits. I disagree. He is great at what he does. I admit it, but he would be a great fight. Blacksmith Ross, you're not listening to what I'm actually telling you. You're not listening to me. I said that I think that Errol would go up there because Errol thinks he can win that fight. I did not say that I think Errol will beat Canelo. Understand the difference between those two things. I said that when you said you think he's going up there to get a payday, I said no, I don't think Errol is going up there to get a payday. I think Errol is going up there because I think he can win that fight. You're saying he would not win that fight. There's a difference between you and me thinking that Canelo would win the fight and Errol thinking he's going to lose the fight. Errol thinks he can beat him. Same thing with Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. Oscar De La Hoya was way bigger than Floyd. Nobody gave Oscar De La Hoya Floyd any chance of beating Oscar De La Hoya. And when they fought, what happened? He wiped him. A much bigger guy beat him. Errol may feel like, look, dude, I will pressure this dude. And I can fight him like Gennady because honestly, Gennady Golovkin, some people think Gennady Golovkin beat him. And Errol fights not too different than Gennady Golovkin does, except for he has more volume. Less one punch power, but still, that's what he believes, right? I'm not saying that I think Errol will beat Canelo, but I'll tell you this, Canelo right now, dog, I think there's several people that will beat him that people don't think will beat him. I think he's gone. I think he's past his prime. And I'm going to maintain that. I think that man is past his prime. You know, and I mean it. I think he's past his prime. And there's going to be guys there are good guys that'll beat him. And that's what I think. Let me slide back real quick. But again, that's what I'm telling you. Hey, Giant TV said a little something on that coffee, fam. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you so much for that support. Hey, and my man in the Cash App, thank you so much to my man Marshall Mar said, Bud needs to stay away from Jermell Charlo. Hey, man, Bud probably needs to stay away from Errol. Man, I don't get it, man. That's going to be a wow. I hope, man, if that fight gets announced. And by the way, Mike Coppinger is right more than he's wrong. And my man, they actually, Mr. Schaefer in the building, came through in that Cash App big. Thank you, brother. He said, support the channel. Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. That means a lot, dog. Absolutely, positively does. Means a ton. Thank you. But yeah, man, that's where I am on it, man. Everybody, reasonable people can see things in different ways. You know what I mean? You scared of what Bud might be to do to Earl? Ha ha. What are you talking about, man? I just said I don't know why, but I was scared for Bud is what I just said. What are you talking about? Dog, there's no reason to be scared of what Bud is going to do to Errol. No reason. You know why? Because the most he's going to do, he may knock him out. That's it. There's no reason to be scared about somebody getting knocked out. That's not to be scared of. That can happen. The problem is Bud getting the brakes beaten off of him. And coming out there stuttering. And 6 months later, you hear this, all of a sudden there's a slur that wasn't there before. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Dude, the beast is over there in Errol. Errol's going to fight. He's going to get hit because he's going to bring the fight. That's no doubt. No, Troy King, you don't know that that's a fact. That's what you think. Thank you for what you think, bro. But however, I do believe. Hold on one second. I do believe, though. That you got to get thrown out. I don't know how you got back in here, dude. I don't know how you got back in here, bro. And his name is Errol, not Earl. Okay? See you later, dog. I don't know how you got back in here. I guess I didn't get you the last time I saw you, but I'm going to get you this time. It says, School said they try to age Bud, but Bud will beat Errol at 1-4. Man, come on, man. He tried to age him out by how? By getting in a car accident? Is that what he did? He decided, oh man, let me get a car accident and tear a retina so I don't have to fight Bud. Come on, man. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Man, it took that man that long to get the fights, okay? It took him that long to get 3 belts. And he went through it and he got them. And y'all still acting like he got 3 belts running away from Bud. Jeez, well, where was Bud running away from? I'm saying, like, where was Bud? Why didn't Bud fight for those belts? You know what I'm saying? Like, Bud was there. How come Bud didn't fight for the WBA belt? How come he didn't get that fight? Like, I'm surreal. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Y'all out here talking that. Y'all talking that hocus pocus, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking that hocus pocus. Fenan, they should have fought years ago. Man, no, they should not have. They should not have fought years ago. Why should they have fought years ago? You're a Bud fan, dog, and the world don't revolve around Bud. Bud had, first of all, Errol had other fights set. He had them set. You knew what fight he was going to take. He said what he's going to do. When he did it. I have no idea how y'all can keep bumping your lips, man. Like that, dude. That makes y'all sound like frauds. The man literally did exactly what he said he was going to do. He said, I'm going to go get all those belts and then I'm going to come beat you. Ah, you ducking me. Well, when he won him, what was the first thing that he said? I'm here, Bud. I did what I said I was going to do. I want you. That's the first thing the man said as soon as he won the belt. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. The only people looking suspect are y'all who acted like he was lying or something. He wasn't lying, and Bud didn't win no belts. What was Bud doing the entire time? Nothing. Why? Because he couldn't. Because those fights were not for him. Those fights were for Errol. You know why? Because Errol brings money to the table. That's why. Because those fighters want to make money. Errol was a Bud over there taking the B-side on Amir Khan. Come on, man. That man took the B-side on Amir Khan. That's another thing. How could you be asking straight up, talking about I ain't fighting for less than 50-50 when you give more money to Amir Khan? Amir Khan got a bigger guarantee to make that fight, man. Come on, man. Just don't get me started, man. Please don't get me started. You already got me started. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. He said, what you're saying, I get what you're saying indeed. Canelo a chump to me anyway with a cherry pick. Look now, we got the Bud Slave Master Bob Arum out of the way. Let's fight. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Slave Master gone. Now, Bud, take a reasonable amount of money. Bud, take a reasonable amount of money and make the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Kenya B said, you making too much sense, Fenan. I mean, it's tough. Like, it's tough. It's tough to be fair and balanced. Ain't it? Tough to be fair and balanced. Jerry Brooks said if the fight actually happens in October, then it'd be safe to say that Mayweather was throwing shade on the fight. No, it's not safe to say that. No, he said it ain't true. What they're saying, I don't know what's not true. I did a video about it. I don't know what's true. I don't know what he's saying is not true. Because guess what? Your boy didn't say anything at all. Mike Coppinger didn't say the fight was agreed to. All he said is they're closing in on it. That's it. He didn't even say that the fight was going to get made. They said they're closing in on it. They're looking at October in Las Vegas. I personally think to myself, Bud need to go to Dallas. If the money ain't right, you got to go to Dallas, man. Why wouldn't he, it's just what it is, but he needs a neutral position, neutral place. Why you need a neutral place, man? That shows a lack of confidence. You shouldn't need a neutral place. You should be able to fight anywhere. It don't matter. Yeah, I'll fight him in Dallas. Who cares? Yeah. Nah, I need a neutral. You think it's going to the scorecards. That shows weakness. My opinion. Saying he won't fight in Dallas, that means, nah, man. That means he ain't that confident, dog. You know what I'm saying? Theron Blackwell in the bill said, Bud versus Spence. Fenan, please break down their resumes and let people know what level it is. Bud has done absolutely nothing at 147. Spence's pressure and jab will be too much for the dude. Look, man, he's done nothing. He hasn't done a lot at 147. I agree. He hasn't. He beat the guy. He fought the fights that he could get, and those fights were going to be clear blowouts for him. It's like George Kambosos. It's like Devin and George. The fights he had were like Devin and George Kambosos. You knew it was going to happen before the fight started. None of the guys, they either were not good enough, ever good enough, or they were way past their prime when he fought him. So it is what it is. But he did what he's supposed to do, and he beat the guys in front of him. You know what I mean? It's not his fault that the other guys were over there trying to fight Errol. But I don't believe that Sean Porter fight at all. I don't believe Sean Porter wanted that fight. I don't think Terrence Crawford wanted that fight. And I think his daddy ruined the event by not allowing that man to fight out. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Yeah, he did what he could. There ain't no fault, man. It's not a shot against him. He did what he could do. What else could he do? That's it. That's all he could do. And I maintain that. That's all he could do. Bud is expecting a loss. That's why he wants the big payday retirement check. Dog, that's the only big fight he's ever going to get. That's it. That's what he's been waiting for his whole life. It's a big moment for him. He wants to get paid. You know what I mean? Kenya B said, definitely shows weakness. Haney fought in front of 50K Aussies. Why can't Bud fight in Texas? Yeah. To me, that's funny. Because Errol said it don't matter to him where he fights. He said, man, it don't matter. Whatever, I'll fight you in Omaha. Errol went and fought Kell Brook over there in UK. He's like, whatever, doesn't make a difference to me. I'm used to it. I'm used to coming out with people cheering against me and all that stuff. Doesn't make any difference. You know what I mean? Whatever, however you want to claim accomplished, depends on what you're talking about accomplishment. What does that mean? Accomplished what? He's undisputed at 140. Yeah, he was. Absolutely. At 135, Errol's got 3 belts. That man had 4. It's really not that far off But if you think that, man, you know what I mean? Derek Martin said, come on, man, you got to be kidding with the Texas talk that's saying a weakness not to think about going against the Cards against Errol. I think it's weak to not think it's going to, what? Come on, man, you got to be kidding me with the Texas talk saying it's weakness to not think it's going to go to the Cards against Errol? What? I think it's weak to not think it's going to get to the, what? Man, that shit don't make no sense at all. First of all, it ain't even related to what I said. I said if the money is there, and that's where you can make the most money for a fight, that's where the fight, the money is, you go where the money is. And to say that you need to be in a neutral place, to me, that sounds like that, but Errol's not saying that. Errol's saying I'll fight you anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's a boxing ring. What difference does it make? Devin Haney said, it doesn't matter. I'll go over to Australia to beat you. It's a boxing ring. What difference does it make? I'm going to beat you, and I don't care about the refs. Either I'm going to beat you so bad it doesn't matter, or number two, I'm going to knock you out. It ain't going to matter. And what they said is they were going to destroy him. Saying that you're going to destroy a man and that you needed to be in a neutral venue, those are two opposing thoughts. They're opposing thoughts. No, I'm not fighting in Dallas. I need a neutral venue. I'm going to crush and destroy him, and you're going to be amazed at how easy it is. If it's going to be so easy, then why you need a neutral venue? And you can say anybody that thinks about those two statements together, no, they don't match up. They don't. Deontay Wilder said, yes, I will. It doesn't matter where I fight Anthony Joshua. I'm going to knock out Anthony Joshua. It doesn't matter where the fight is. I'll go over to the UK to fight him. So what? I don't care. Deontay Wilder didn't say he needed a neutral venue against Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury never said he needed a neutral venue to fight Deontay. Never said it. Who says they need a neutral venue? Give me the names of the other fighters that say they need a neutral venue heading into a fight. Nobody that I can think of, especially when you're talking about a fight where you know you can sell 50, 60,000 tickets to. Like, nah, I don't want to sell 60,000 tickets. I need a neutral venue. But you'll sell 60,000 tickets over there, and the gate is going to be gigantic. It's a boxing ring, dude. What's the difference? Right? NBA players don't say we can't go. We need a neutral venue. You know what I'm saying? No, you play at home, you play on the road. People cheer against you, people cheer for you. I guarantee you, if Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford was the big cash cow and was selling 40,000 tickets, and he was from New York, and if he was from New York and he was selling out the Barclays Center, and Errol was from Kansas City, Kansas, and held the belts, and they're like, nah, I bet he wouldn't be like, nah, I don't want to have that fight in New York. I need a neutral venue. No, he wouldn't. He'd be like, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to beat you up in New York. Dog, seriously, man, don't make arguments that don't make sense. That's just real. That's what it is. Hey, Jeffrey Brooks said, yeah, but if the fight isn't close to being made, then how does the time frame get looked at and the split isn't agreed up? I don't know, because they said they want to fight this year. I don't know how that happens, Jeffrey Brooks. I really don't. All I'm saying is he used very careful words. Mike Coppinger used very careful words. He used very, very carefully chosen words. He did not say that fight was a done fight. He specifically said that the fight wasn't agreed to, that they have not signed a contract and the fight's not agreed to. They're closing in on a fight. And the fight that they're closing in could be in Vegas in whatever, in October. But guess where he could have got that from? He could have got that from Terrence Crawford's camp. That could have came from Terrence. Like, yeah, we're close to it. And we're trying to have the fight in October. And we want it in Las Vegas. He could have got that from Terrence Crawford. Or somebody close to Terrence Crawford's camp. He could have got it from Bomac. Because that seems like something that they want. And they very well may. And I would suspect if I was the PBC and Showtime, I'd be like, no, we want this in Dallas. We don't want that fight in Vegas. It's not a neutral. you're not a neutral draw. You need if you're a neutral, you get a neutral place by being a neutral draw. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a neutral draw. There you go. Why are you picking the venue? You not selling the tickets, man. That's what I would have told him. I'm like, man, you don't get to pick the place. You don't sell no tickets. It's not a neutral revenue producing thing. So why are we talking about going anywhere other than where we can make the money? That's what I would be saying. And I mean flat saying it. Like, as in you, Arrow, want this fight, I don't care. Like, if you do not take your fight to Dallas, where your fans are that will be paying the money for the fight, do not take a pay cut for him. No way. That's what I would say. But it is what it is. If I was advising him, if I was advising Bud, I'd be the exact opposite way. Don't fight in Dallas. Don't fight in Dallas. Stick with it to Vegas. Try to get it to Vegas because you want it. Yeah, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But the real is, as far as it being in Vegas, that's something Bud wants. I have a very hard time believing that now and Errol just seems like he got the personality where he doesn't care. You know, he just seems like the type of guy that don't care. You know what I'm saying? It takes Crawford to make a mega fight. No, it doesn't, because it's not a mega fight. School of Skills. It takes Errol to make it a mega fight. It takes Errol to make the mega fight. Bud ain't even. It takes Errol to make a fight at all. Because don't nobody even want to sign Bud, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. If it was me negotiating with him, that's what I would say. If I was on his team, I'd be like, look, man, Bud ain't don't even have anywhere to go. Who is Bud gonna fight, man? If you take one more fight, other than Bud, you take an easy fight. What is Bud gonna do but sit on the shelf for a year? That's what, dude, if I was the promoter, I'm just trying to tell you. If I was the promoter, I'd be like, look, man, we're about to go fight Igas Staniansis for the WBA, consolidate that WBA belt. And it's all we gonna do. Knock that out, and then we're gonna wait for Bud to have not fought in a year and a half. Or Bud is going to take this money. You're going to take $5 million guarantee, and you're going to take 40% of this gate. You're going to take 40% and take 40% of this pay-per-view in this gate. Otherwise, and you're going to fight in Dallas. Otherwise, dog, good luck with Eddie Hearn. Good luck with Eddie Hearn. Because you don't got another fight, do you? Bob Arum don't want you. Eddie Hearn don't want you. Who you gonna fight? Nobody. If it was me, I'd be like, Keith Thurman, get your shorts ready. Keith, get your. If he ain't going to Dallas, and he ain't coming off the right money, Keith Thurman, get your shorts on. Keith Thurman, get your shorts on, because this dude gonna sit and wait. You know what I'm saying? This dude about to sit here and wait. That's what I would do. But, you know, Arrow wants to fight. Yeah, I'm comfortable it's going to happen this year. But, dog, any type of reasonable, he just had his mandatory, Bud did. Any reasonable negotiator would be like, Bud, let me tell you flat out, we not doing it. First of all, Errol is our fighter. We'd be very, very clear. We want Errol to win. Very clear. If I was that, that's exactly what I would do. Stephen, that man, please. If I'm Stephen S12, I'd be like, look, man, this fight will be bigger next year. We've done this dog and pony show before. We make these dudes wait one more year, this fight's going to be even bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell people that you were being uncooperative and we wanted to make the fight, but you just asked for too much money and you had unreasonable demands. So we'll fight you next year. First fight next year, and we're going to go fight Keith Thurman and whoop up on Keith Thurman for pay-per-view money. And after that, after you've sat out for a year and a half, pushing on 2 years. Then you fight him, sitting on your ass for 2 years. No, not age Bud out. That's playing hardball with Bud. That's just a fact. If Bud out, it's not aging him out. It's making Bud have to deal with the consequences of Bud's decision. If Bud wants a hardball on money or hardball on location, what you do is you say, what is your best alternative to a negotiated agreement? This is basic negotiation. What is Bud's best alternative to a negotiated agreement? BATNA. You can go look it up. What's your best alternative to a negotiated agreement? Best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Listen, kids. What's your best alternative to a negotiated agreement? Errol's best alternative, and that means, what are you going to do if the fight doesn't happen? Right? What's Errol going to do if the fight doesn't get made, and what's Bud going to do if the fight doesn't get made? If the fight doesn't get made, he can fight Keith Thurman on pay-per-view in Dallas for a doodle load of money. What can Bud do? Nothing. Go settle his case, drop his case with Bob Arum, and go back to Bob Arum and see if he can get a fight out of Top Rank. Or he can go over there to Eddie Hearn and see if Eddie Hearn got some money for him on the zone. Or he can sit out and not fight anybody until the next negotiation begins. That's his best alternative to negotiation. So why in the world would Errol give him 50% of the pay-per-view, anywhere near that? And why would Showtime, and I'm talking about Showtime, why would Showtime come up off that money? Showtime be like, dude, if Errol's going to lose to anybody, we'd rather it be Ennis. We'll take him to Ennis route. Because Ennis ain't going to ask for all his money. And trust me, a couple fights, Ennis will be a huge fight. We'll just wait for the Ennis fight. That's it. Dude, man, no way. That's me, though. And I'm telling you, I've been, like I said, I have negotiated before. And I'm going to tell you that is the thought process of people that negotiate. What is your, my man Blacksmith Ross said, you missed my super chat above. Both speak points and make sense. Bud on venue. Errol said outload on video. He could fight easier fight. Not easier fight, bro. He said the easier route, not an easier fight. He did not say easier fight. He said, why wouldn't I take the easy route? A route is a direction. Jeffrey Brooks said, yeah, but if the fight isn't close to being made, then how does that time frame get looked at? Yeah, because that's what he wants, Jeffrey Brooks. That's what somebody gave that to Mike Coppinger because that's what somebody wants that. That term did not get introduced unless somebody introduced it. And Bud wants Vegas. And the October is obvious. That's the month that they do the fights. Because that's the only time, bro. I got that. Much love, Blacksmith Ross, and much love to my man, Jeffrey Brooks. So let me slide down to Mo in this mug. We're going to go long today, dog. But I'm just telling you, man, I'm giving you. My man, KG Good said, Fenan, you on fire on the negotiation tip. Yeah. If you want to know how much you need to pay somebody, you do this. You say, best alternative to a negotiated agreement. And you realize what yours is and what theirs is. If their opportunity, and I'll use it in a house scenario, me and my son, if I was serious about this, right? Say my son is 18 years old and he's in my house and he does not have a job. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't own a car, none of that, right? But he's 18 years old. And I say, look, man, you are going to have to, in order to live in this house, you are going to either have to get a job or you're going to have to go to school. One of the two. And he says, no, I don't want to get a job and I don't want to leave. What's his best alternative? If he doesn't have any friends or a girlfriend or somewhere he can go, it's to go sleep on the streets. He's either going to get the job or he's going to go to school or he's going to go sleep on the street. And if he decides he had rather sleep on the street, that's what he does. Because he can always do that. My alternative is what's my alternative? I am going to be sad that my son is living on the streets. right? And I'm going to keep the money that I'm spending on him. So what is it? Would I rather have my son in my house where I know he's safe and not out on the streets while I'm spending all my money on him or spending money on things that he could work for? So that's it. And kids and parents play that game. At a certain point in time, though, a kid realizes that that parent ain't playing that game no more. You got to go. Because it's worse for me to sit here and watch you do all this stuff, because eventually you'd be better out on the street learning what hunger and fear is. So see you later. Get out of my house. And if you come back in my house, I'm calling the sheriff. At which point in time your ass going to be in a jail cell. Right? That's the negotiation, because everything's a negotiation. If you look at the scenario with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, that's what it is. You have a guy that can earn a ton of money, maybe not as much, but honestly, with as much money as Bud may be asking for, Errol may not even be making more money in the fight. He may be actually choosing between taking a pay cut for the belts or fighting somebody else for more money under this scenario. We don't know, because we've not seen the profit and loss statements on the fight. But Errol's not the only person involved in the negotiation. Showtime has to decide to air the fight. So Showtime has to decide, do I want to invest in this, and what's the risk of me investing? If I invest, it's going to cost, if you're telling me it's going to cost me this amount of money, where's my return on my investment going to be, and what's my risk? Bud could beat Errol, and then Bud could run off somewhere else because he's not signed to us. So now our top cash cow, our top attraction is now gone. And so we're taking that a risk, and we're risking losing money because the guy we're putting him in with isn't even a big draw. Seems to me that Steven Espinoza could tell this to Errol. Sorry, Errol, I'm not paying for the fight. And flat out take it out of Errol Spence Jr.'s hands. Sorry, Errol, we at Showtime are not interested in this, because we know that you are our cash cow. Along with Gervonta, you are our cash cow. You are the people you are the guy we put on regularly and consistently, and we make money off your fights, and we get viewers off your fights and all of that type of stuff. So we don't want to risk it for a guy that's not going to re-sign with us, and if he does, isn't going to have anybody, and nobody wants to watch if he's not fighting you. So either he's going to have to sign a multi-fight deal and agree to fight the people that we want to fight, and really we don't even want that out of him. All we really want out of him is to come and go, because he's not an attraction. You see what I'm saying? And that whole conversation's got to take place with Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman. That's not even on Errol in that particular circumstance. That's on Steven Espinoza. It's also on PBC, because the PBC can say, no, we don't want that fight. No. Especially losing money. No way. Jeffrey Brooks said they both hold the undisputed card, so Errol's just giving Bud some leverage on picking where the fights happens. Plus, Bud has the same option in fighting others as fighters as well. So I don't know, but I don't see about being back on the shelf. Who else is he gonna fight? Jeffrey Brooks, he doesn't have a network. He's not signed to a network. He's suing Top Rank. Top Rank does not have a fight for him. He said that. Said it. He had an advisor in Daniel Kinahan, who is now, it's illegal to even do business with his chief advisor. So that's gone. Eddie Hearn doesn't have any welterweights and already said he's not interested in Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford does not sell. He has no fights for him. So Eddie Hearn is out of it. Who else is there? There's nobody. Those are all the major promoters. Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, the PBC as a unit. That's it. That's it. There's nowhere else to go. And that's not me hating on Bud. It's just telling you the truth. They're looking at it from that point of view. There's nowhere else for him to go. If in a negotiation standpoint, looking at it from the outside in, do you know what the card is that he has? He has the WBO belt and he has Errol's desire to make the fight. Those are the two things that he has. He has the WBO belt and he has Errol's desire to make the fight, which are really big chips. But they're not the only things that come into play. Much love in that super chat. And I'm talking in a business sense. I'm not talking from a boxing fan standpoint. Comes from a boxing standpoint, yeah, man, that's the fight right there. No doubt about it. From a boxing fan standpoint. But from a business standpoint, negotiate, man, come on, man. That shit is that's not even a game. That's obvious, bro. Somebody says sleep in the car. It's not money for now. Let me tell you something, man. You bugging if you don't think if what you think I'm saying is not true, dude, you just are out of there, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Those are all facts, and they're out there in the street for everybody to know. Buzz, yeah, exactly. Buzz gonna go to Triller. Triller ain't paying paychecks. Come on, man. That's just real. Hey, said Mike Kirkland said if Crawford don't fight Spence, he's gonna have to fight another monster at 154 in Charlo. If he's not showing his true colors, dog, they'll mess around and not give him the Charlo fight, Mike. They'll freeze you out. You kidding me? They'll freeze his ass out now. Dog, those guys ain't virgins, and they ain't perfect, and they are not without sin, Mike. Those dudes are not without sin. I'm telling you, I'm neutral, bro. I am neutral. I'm just giving you the skinny on it. Dude, Steven Espinoza is not above freezing a fighter out. Al Heyman is not above freezing a fighter out. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not above freezing a fighter out. But Don King wasn't above freezing a fighter out. Those dudes businessmen will shut your ass down and throw you out. Are you kidding me? Shut that down. We don't need to do that. Kidding me? You think Bob Arum's the only one who will sit you on a bench and tell you, oh no, go away? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Dude, Errol wanting that fight is the reason. Errol wanting that fight is the reason why that conversation can take place. No joke. Because I'm even looking at, dude, you don't even know if Derek James wants to do it. Derek James may be like, man, screw him. You know what I mean? You don't even know. It said, cause I might, hey, my man Wally the Scott Bay said, cause I might troll a little bit, respect. Hey man, it's all good, Wally Scott Bay. You know what it is. You know what it is. But look, man, we've had a great conversation today. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Joseph Cody said, oh, you didn't say nothing. You just talking. Shut up, dude. Oh, you know what? This is actually worth talking about, moron. Bud will knock you out, Fenan, and Spence, Goofy. But let me tell you something, Goofy. I could not demand $5 to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. I'm glad you used the comparison. Because if I called out Bud Crawford and said, I'll fight you, Bud, but I need $1 million. Bud be like, man, will you get your raggedy ass out my face? Will you get out of here? How about I beat you up in the middle of the street for free and then stick you with the hospital bills? How about that one? You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, all right, man. You know, maybe not. Hey, my Giant TV said, can you read my second super chat? Yes, sir, I'll go back. Mr. Assassin in the building said, what up, Fenan? I'm at the laundry. Mad, so I got time to troll a little bit in the chat. I hit your Cash App. Oh, that's what's up, brother. Yo, I did. I saw you. I got you, bro. Hey, man, thank you. Much love in that Cash App, bro. I got you, man. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate y'all, man, for all the love in the super chats and the Cash Apps today. No joke, man. But let me go back to my man, say get his second super chat. From Giant TV, right? Come on, Giant. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, Giant TV in the bill. Oh, I think I might have missed two. Oh, no, I got Jeffrey Brooks. Oh, and then my man, Giant TV, said, did you get a chance to see David Morrell? I really like the kid. He's mean. I think he's ready for Benavidez, what you say. I didn't get to see the fight last night. I didn't get to see it. It was all Devin Haney last night, bro. I was sitting back, chilling, enjoying the Devin Haney fight, man. Wishing Devin Haney the best. I was Team Haney for the night. I got to tell you, I was Team Haney for the night, but it wasn't easy, dog. It wasn't easy. Y'all know I'm a bitter old man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he won, bro. Oh, he said, I appreciate you, big bro, all day, bro. No doubt, man. School said they don't have a move. You talking about Skill Schools? Look, this is the move. This is the move. This is how he gets the contract done. No joke. Bud can get a contract done in a minute. What he's got to do is say, okay, what do you want? Send me the contract. And he signs. And he sends it back. He got the fight. That's how you get it. I'm telling you. I negotiated a $50 million contract. And you know what I did? Because I worked for a small business. True story. I worked for a small business, right? And the business at the time, I don't know, might have done $10 million a year or something like that. So we got a contract, and I read the contract, and I was like, I looked at everything that applied and everything that didn't apply, right? And many people would have you know what they would have done? Because people would say, oh, you always negotiate, right? Like, you should always negotiate. You should always add, what you ask for, you should always negotiate and ask for something else. And I looked at that deal and I did the math. I never got credit for it, which is a really I'm very bitter in my heart about, like really, truly bitter. Like to this day, it's very hard for me not to be bitter because people people never appreciated how much money I made them that day by not arguing at all. And I was like, you know what? We'll take it. And the guy was like, you sure you don't want to mark it up? And I was like, no. And I told everybody, I was like, if you mark this up, you're dumb. First of all, anything that you could possibly have an issue with is not relevant to us. We're not going to be doing that stuff, so it doesn't matter. So why would you waste your time trying to remove things from a contract that do not matter to you? That is called a waste of energy. However, they just gave you $50 million at a nice profit. Sign it and run. So signed it and ran. What Bud should do is take that contract, sign it, and run if he thinks he can win. If he really thinks that's an easy fight, he should sign that contract and run. Straight to the gym and start training. Hey, Josh Williams said, these kids arguing with fenan had to be raised by single moms arguing with feelings over facts. These guys don't understand business. John Williams, yeah, that's what it is. They don't understand, bro. Because that ain't nothing. I'm trying to tell you. That's it for Bud. That's his whole negotiation is give me the contract, I will sign. Because any amount of fronting, any amount of faking, trust me, Steven Espinoza is looking at this and laughing in the back of his head. Like, man, we don't need you, want you. You got nowhere else to go. What are you talking about? You are wasting my time. The only reason I'm at this table is because this guy over here, who's very important to me, named Errol Spence Jr., I don't want to lose him. We need him. We need Gervonta. We need him. And I think we need this Ennis kid. We don't need you. We need David Benavidez. We need Jamel Charlo. We may need Jamal Charlo, but really not that much. You are nothing but trouble. So I don't know, you losing money for this guy over by Bob Arum, losing money. You don't sell pay-per-views, and you digging in my pocket. Get out my pocket or get out my face. Here, sign. By the end of the day, if you do not, I'm shutting this down and telling people flat, we could not come to a reasonable agreement in a time in which I needed to secure a fight for my schedule. See you later. See you next year. I'll be more than happy to revisit this with you next February. When that way we got the whole year to pick the right date for us to fight. Man, you better be real. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Boots on you on the radar. Bud wants you. Hey, man, I'm just telling you. I don't mean to be bad about it, but it is what it is. Hey, man, okay, read your super chat. No, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading your super chat. No, I'm not going to read your super chat. See you later, dude. No way. Anyway, it is what it is. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. He said the fight will be ordered by the WBO. He'll get his shot. No, it will not. You talk about school? How? What fight will be ordered by the WBO? The WBO can't order Errol to fight anybody. And a fight can be ordered, yeah, but it's going to go to purse bid. Somebody's going to have to pay for that fight, right? If the WBO orders a fight, think about this, school. In the eventualities, right? Listen, say Bud doesn't fight and WBO orders somebody to fight him, because they will eventually, right? First of all, he just had his mandatory last year, so it's not due. But say they do that. What's going to happen? The fight is immediately going to go to purse bid, which means the highest bidder wins. And then he's going to get paid a percentage off of what the purse bid is. So say somebody says the winning bid is $2 million. $2 million. And Bud gets 70% of $2 million. So he gets a $1.2 million. He gets a $1.2 million guaranteed purse for the fight. Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, he doesn't want to go to purse bid when he doesn't have a promoter. Against who? Virgil Ortiz? Guess what's going to happen when they order Virgil Ortiz? Guess what's going to happen when they order Virgil Ortiz to fight him? Virgil Ortiz will not take the fight. Or guess who else may get ordered to fight him? Because guess who else is in the WBO rankings? Say the name. Jaron Ennis. So you think Bud wants to get in the ring with Jaron Ennis as a mandatory? Hell no, he does not. Okay? Bud will drop that belt and go to the W and try to go up there to 154. He ain't about to do that. That is not a good move, man. Sorry, man. It's the bit. We talking the business of boxing. Let's talk about the business. It's just business. You know what I'm saying? You think he'll take? Then that? Oh, hey. Then let it happen. Let him fight. Let him fight Jaron Ennis for a purse bid money. If he did that, man, Bomac need to be fired. Red need to be fired. Bernie the Boxer need to be fired. His sister need to be fired. I'm going to say, I don't know how many other people need to be fired. If you put Bud in a situation where he's got to fight that demon for purse bid money, no. You don't fight that type of guy for no purse bid money. Hell no. No. Bud don't fight that guy. And I'm not telling you that because I don't think Bud has a chance to win the fight. He does. He also got a chance of getting embarrassed. Oh no. Oh no, don't do that now. Take the money that they offered you. You have been advised. Take the money that they're offering you. If you really want that fight, don't primp, don't prance, don't over negotiate. Because if you primp and you prance and you over negotiate, I'm telling you, these dudes will walk away from you. They will walk away from you. And I wouldn't be surprised if they already got something in there he don't like to boot, you know? That's what I'm saying. When you're in that position, you don't have Bud does not have a lot of leeway. He doesn't have a lot of leeway. He doesn't got a lot of negotiating room over there, primarily because he does not have another job. Okay? Like my wife is talking to somebody, right? Say she talks to somebody. The best time to negotiate with somebody is when you got a job. Not when they say, hey, so what are you doing? Well, right now I'm currently unemployed. They say, well, okay, well, you about to get currently unemployed money out of me. You know what I'm saying? You about to get paid like you currently unemployed. You are about to get paid like you currently employed. The best time that you are currently unemployed. The best time to ask for it to get paid is when you have a job that is paying you well, so that they have to match it. Right? Your current salary, they've got to match it if they really want you, and they got to put you in a better situation. But if you don't have one, they'll look at you like, well, first of all, yeah, you can come on over here, but we're going to pay you what you're worth, what you're making. Oh, okay. And that could be the difference between $40,000 and $95,000. Never know. Anyway, got to get up out of here. Much love to the chat. Much love to the super chat. And I ain't no Bud hater. That was a definitely say. Said Bud has a horrible business. I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Forgot Charlo probably got a fight. He already stuck. Yeah, he is. He's stuck with Tim Tszyu. And guess what? They're not going to have him fight him over Tim Tszyu because Tim Tszyu can sell out in Australia. Tim Tszyu with a belt can go fill up that stadium and Tim Tszyu out there. But anyway, I got to get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the super chat. Deuces. I'm out. Peace.